Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Toon review for Matchday Live, your number one channel for Newcastle United commentary. Welcome, everybody. As usual, we just need to say if you do enjoy the show, please give it the thumbs up because it's very important for our channel. And of course, if you're new, please do subscribe. The chat is subscriber only today, so if you're not subscribed, you won't be able to take part in the chat. So please, if you want to be a part of this channel, please do subscribe. We start the show on exactly 31,756 subscribers. So let's see what we can end on. Let's see if we can grow the channel even more so as these commentaries become more and more popular right here on the Toon Review. You can support the channel in both ways, of course. One is by membership, hitting that join button just under myself and Billy Bob. And of course, super chats are available. That's the $ at the bottom of the live comments. And that will guarantee your comments to be read out on the show. Good afternoon, Billy Bob.
Good afternoon, and good afternoon to all you supporters out there in Viewerland.
And yeah, we're all fresh. We're all excited about the game, Billy. We'll go through the teams straight away because I think we need to. Nick Pope starts in goal. In no particular order, we have Joe Linton, Gordon, Isak, Kraft, Livramento, Murphy, Kelly, Byrne, Longstaff, and of course, Captain Bruno. On the bench, we have John Ruddy, Kieran Trippier's there, Barnes, Target, Asula, Hall, Almiron, Willock, and Alex Murphy. Little bit of a surprise, Billy, dropping Lewis Hall.
I'm very disappointed, actually. I think it robs a bit of creativity, robs a bit of offensive threat. However, defensively, obviously strengthens us a little bit, you'd think. But, I mean, the proof in the pudding will be in the eating, I guess. But I'm disappointed. I think it's a negative move, personally.
Apart from that, the goalkeeper situation begins to baffle us even more. You know, Dubravka has apparently got concussion, but Vlachodimos doesn't come in. It's John Ruddy on the bench.
Well, they reckon Vlachodimos could be going out alone, don't they? So, I mean, maybe it's got something to do with that. And Dubravka with his illness, injury, whatever you want to call it, writer's cramp from signing new contracts to different clubs, hopefully. But we shall see. We shall see.
Writer's cramp from different clubs. Dear me. Yep, this is how the home side line up. Bournemouth, they go with Neto. Oh, my glasses are terrible. Kernes, Cork, Senesi, Evanilson, Christie, Tavernier, Clivett, Billy?
Semenyo.
That's right. Semenyo, or whatever it is. Zabani and Aurelio. So, what do you make of their lineup, Billy?
Well, they've recalled all the old rats that, you know, have got traditionally have good games against us. Tavernier's back in, Clivert's back in, Christie's back in. They're three real threats, as well as Semenya and the new striker, who we haven't seen yet, Evan Nielsen. But yeah, they look a pretty solid side to me.
They do. And of course, it's a very difficult game, this, because we've never beaten Bournemouth under Eddie Howe. Things need to change that. But I've seen a lot of fans saying, you know, that would take a point now, would take a point. I think that's a bit defeatist attitude, saying we take a point against, again, no disrespect, but Bournemouth away, if we're wanting to be in a top four side.
Well, Steve Bruce managed to go there and win, so I see no reason why Eddie Howe can't.
Edward Gaunt, thank you for your super chat. The usual from Japan, Toon. Stato's in the chat. Afternoon all, watching from the Toon. I'm scared of Bournemouth's front three. Defensive 11 makes sense. We need to be switched on to take 3 points today. Scotty says he's off work today, having injured my ankle badly. On the plus side, get to sit down at home and watch the match. Newcastle 3-2 or 2-1. Now, remember, if you're watching this on telly, then as we normally say on our Matchday Lives, knock the commentary off, listen to us, but watch it on the TV. But what you'll probably need to do is just before kickoff is pause your TV and wait till I say, right, we're underway, because I watch it on a different service. Therefore, I'm probably a little bit behind what actual Sky is. So if you just pause your TV and then I'll say, right, we're underway. If you press play at the same time I say that, we'll all be in sync watching the game. And hopefully there'll be no spoilers in the chat, like I say, because it's subscriber only. So if you're going to be a subscriber, do not put spoilers in the chat, because if you do, the mods will remove you they'll remove the comment, remove you, or time you out, and then second time you do it, you'll be out full stop. And we don't want that. We want everybody to enjoy the show today and hopefully enjoy 3 points for Newcastle United. That is the main thing. So that's just the instructions, what we normally do on a match day live when Newcastle United are live on the TV, which they are going to be for quite a few times this season, Billy.
Yeah, Wednesday, we're back on again, aren't we? Next Sunday. It's going to be 3 games in a week on Sky, so looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Aaron says Kelly will be there. The new Burn centre-back playing left-back when we have a left-back on the bench. Thomas says 1-0 Newcastle. Alexander Isak assist from Big Joe. Anthony, good afternoon. I will say, though, last season we wanted Eddie to be bold with changes, and he has with Kelly.
I'm not sure it is bold. I think it's negative.
I mean, look, we were talking before we went live, Billy, and we're yet to see Lloyd Kelly play a full game in a pressure situation, in a competitive game. So I guess we'll see in the first half what it's going to be like, and whether we do miss Lewis Hall bombing forward. We'll see how Kelly links up with, of course, Anthony Gordon, who also needs to be better than he was last week.
Yeah, I agree with that. Obviously, Lloyd Kelly's going to make us stronger defensively. And as I always say, if you can get yourself a point away from home, you're doing pretty well for yourself. I wanted to go at them. But, he's obviously worried about the threat they pose, so a stronger defence is called for, and hence Lloyd Kelly's in. And that's not saying Lloyd Kelly's not great going forward, because he could well be. He's certainly better at it than Dan Burn would be, that's for certain. The real kick in the arse, if Dan Burn lines with left back and Lloyd Kelly at centre-half, that'd be the big kick in the arse, wouldn't it?
Well, let's not even think about that. Steve says, Sky rabbiting on about the Scousers with Spit the Dog talking about Shankly and them being the most successful side in England. Same old bias shades. TTR rules. That's why I'm here with you boys. Well, look, they don't like Newcastle. They've got Newcastle is a 2:00 game, but they're talking about Liverpool, etc. It's ridiculous. So that's why we always say when the game kicks off, mute your TV, listen to our commentary and watch the game. It's the best way to do it. Super chat coming from Benjamin. Thank you, Benjamin. Good morning from Pittsburgh in the USA. Great stuff. New subscriber here. Thank you, Benjamin, and welcome to the channel, my friend. And I hope it's nice for you over there at the moment in Pennsylvania. Geordie has terrible fingers crossed for your wife. Oh, I haven't seen that comment. Michael says, very disappointed. Hall not playing. Feels so sorry for the lad. Definitely our best left back and massive gain forward. Look, the point is, Billy, and this is what confuses me, is that, Hall's played practically the whole of pre-season and the first game as our left back. And we instantly think, yeah, Hall's in there. It's his position. And yeah, all right, he made a couple of little errors last week, but that didn't lead to anything. He made a fantastic clearance off the line, and I think he still played okay. Certainly not enough to be dropped.
I think it's horses for courses. I think, honestly, I believe he's strengthening the back four defensively to make sure we don't concede. If we don't concede, we'll come away with at least a point. That's Eddie Howe's thinking.
So if Schar was playing, you think that Hall would still be left back?
No, maybe not. No, maybe not. No.
Ollie says Kelly's experienced as his old club may be advantage. Yes, but they've made a lot of changes. I don't know whether they'll play the same way. Of course, Lloyd Kelly, did he miss a lot of the back end of last season? I'm sure I think he did, didn't he?
They brought a lot of the old favourites back, but he won't know about Evan Nielsen, clearly.
Yeah. Matt says, I hope this is a good game. I've sent my wife and daughter to the in-laws for dinner so I can watch in peace, praying they bring me a Sunday lunch back. Very nice. Very nice. Davey, good afternoon. If we need any more evidence that the red cartel rule, then Sky prove it. Getting into the top 6 is going to be a fight to the end. James says, hello all, going to be listening to you in my truck driving up the A1, 2-1 to the Toon. Thank you very much, James. Steve says, I think Kelly is in to keep things tight early on. I can see Hall appearing later in the game. Well, the bench is interesting, Billy, because it is a very strong bench. We've got Trippier there. There was reports this morning that Trippier had been left at home, that he wasn't going to take part. There's obviously negative news breaking again about Kieran Trippier on social media. Obviously, we staying well away from that, but the fact that he's in there, Harvey Barnes is there, Almiron's there. You know, we've got a very decent bench again.
Yeah, there's a lot of strength and depth. Alex Murphy's coming as well. That's an interesting selection, isn't it? Alex Murphy coming in. We haven't seen him for a while. He's been injured, hasn't he, a lot in the pre-season. But attacking-wise, Barnes, Miggy, Asula, we've got some attacking threat there. Yeah. And we've also got Lewis Hall if we need to bring him on. So looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm looking forward. I've got to say, I'm looking forward to it. But I hope we don't have to bring all these lot on. It means we're winning if we don't.
Yeah, that's the major thing. Keith Truscott, thank you for your super chat. 3 more days before the long-awaited return of Tonali. I, for one, cannot wait. Scrappy game today, 1-0 to the Toon. How are the lads? I want to see us, and I'm probably being a bit greedy here as a Newcastle fan, Billy, but I want to see us go out there, play some great football, and win the game well. Now, obviously, would I mind if we take a scrappy 1-0? Absolutely not. It's still 3 points. But at the end of the day, I want to see us go for it.
See, a scrappy 1-0 is only great when, after the game's finished. What it's on, it's bum like a rabbit's nose twitching, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Whether if we're playing well, you know, you're enjoying it all along. So, yeah.
Do you think Kelly is in to replace Shar's passing? That's a possibility because you mentioned that, Billy, you know, before we went live, that he could be in there for his range of passing, which got us thinking, is Kelly going to be centre back because of his range of passing, or is he going to be left back? I guess we'll see when they line up. That's all we can do.
I'll be really disappointed if Burns playing left back. I've got to be honest.
God, yeah, instead of Lewis Hall, absolutely. Kelly knows the small, tight field and won't be rattled by the crowd. Hall will come on as sub later when we're 2-0 up. Go on, man, Yvonne. Go on, Yvonne. I like the confidence, indeed. Max says Hall could come into the midfield later on for Bruno, as he did well there in pre-season.
He did.
Anthony, I don't get some fans saying Kelly better defensively. Hall saved a goal and made numerous tackle back last game. I agree, Anthony. I just think, you know, he did make a couple of small errors, but, you know, who didn't? You know, there was plenty of those players in the first 20 minutes, without a doubt, who made a lot of errors as well. Let's not forget, had Stevens not tapped that ball in, that could have been a goal for Southampton very early doors, and it could have been a very, very different game. So one thing we need to do, Billy, and I think Eddie alluded to it in his press conference, is start better.
100%. And I think the Hall's, it's not about his defensive play, it's about wanting to play football in the right areas of the pitch. And last Saturday, he tried to play football in bad areas of the pitch and we lost the ball and we almost got punished for it. He wants to be as solid as possible today, and Lloyd Kelly brings that solidity, probably quicker than Lewis Hall as well. Which we'll see. Because I mean, if Kelly gets skinned down that left-hand side, people are going to be asking questions, aren't they?
Emil Kraft won't be left back, Tony. I guarantee that. Emil Kraft will be right centre back today. No doubt about that. Damien, thank you for your super chat. Have a feeling Kelly will play centre back with Byrne and Emil on the right and Tino inverted on the left.
Oh, you can't change all 4 for one player. No way.
That's a risk. It is a risk. I see why you're mentioning that, because, listen, Eddie, he could switch it up, Billy, because he likes to do that. He likes to mix and match, but shoot, he's learned from doing that last season that it didn't quite work.
Generally, when he was panicking and searching for something.
Maybe. Silver lining, Hall being on the bench means we have more quality options on the bench. Dylan says, if Longstaff or Byrne had played like Hall did on Saturday, but I think he was okay, but he wouldn't have dropped them two. Listen, for me, it's tactical. I have to believe it's tactical, because I wouldn't want to think that he's just dropped Lewis Hall.
I'm just watching Evan Nielsen practice.
Yeah,
and he just had a shot at goal. He must have gone 50 yards wide from 6-yard box.
Let's hope.
I mean, that's not kind of tempting fate, hopefully, but
yeah. I mean, the Darth Orange, welcome to Members Club. Thank you very much for signing up, and thank you for your support. I'd be really upset and annoyed if it was just the fact that he just dropped him, Billy. I have to think that there's something tactical in it.
Well, we've got 3 games in 7 days as well, so, you know, a bit of rotation doesn't go amiss, is it?
Oh, no, but it has to be the right ones. Watching Sky is like watching 2 parents talk about their own kids. Yeah, it's terrible lately. It really is. It's just what you get now.
Have anyone seen the new podcast on YouTube with a new famous fan I didn't know about?
No.
It's called Adopted Geordies, and the presenter is meant to be famous. I've never heard of him, but the other fellow on it is Asim Chowdhury of People Do Nothing. People Just Do Nothing. Really funny fella. It's a great show if no one's ever seen that. People Just Do Nothing. Really funny show. Yeah.
Okay. Good afternoon, Sophia. Good afternoon, Chippers. Hope you're well, guys. Afternoon to Roger Clark. Ali says, I already watched this on YouTube. It's funny. I don't know whether that's the same thing they're talking about. These types of decisions cost us last season. Eddie needs to do better. Why drop Hall? Well, Travoy, I think that's a conversation for later on down the line. If the game doesn't go our way, we can look back and say, did he get his team selection right? Did he not? That is the one to talk about. But before the game, I think we just have to obviously try and understand why he's done it, and maybe he's done it for a reason, and it may well work. So time will tell. What a surprise! It's Craig's Hope article, by the way. Shocker.
It's old news, though. I mean, it's the same thing that was it's rehashed from 6-8 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly the same pictures and all sorts.
Yeah. Tony, it's all black and white TV. Thank you for your super chat, buddy. Hope you're well. Hi, Paul and Billy. Let's do this. 2-1 to the Toon. Absolutely, let's do this. It's just the start I worry about. I just worry about the start. We've got about 12 minutes to kick off. Dowsy said, I'd love 6-0. So we take that top spot off in the Premier League, but I'll be happy with a 2-0 clean sheet. The only Pope I trust is Nick Pope. Graham's puzzled by the defence, but in Eddie he trusts. Johnny says, I hope we absolutely trash Bournemouth. Edward says, I would have liked Kelly as a centre-back for his passing. You may get your wish. Billy's put the art of doom on this show already by saying that it could be Dan Burner's left. It can't be. I'd be so annoyed. Dean says, I'm pissed off that Hall isn't starting. How can get stuffed? I mean,
he waits after the result.
Yeah, but I understand why people are frustrated, because we all called for Lewis Hall last season, and Eddie gave an explanation as to why. Lewis Hall backed that explanation up, and Lewis Hall's come back in and come into pre-season, played very, very well in pre-season, really looked the part, and played okay last week. He was certainly no worse than a couple of others. Couple of little mistakes, but at the end of the day, you're going to get that from Lewis Hall. Now, whether Eddie's doing what he does and he's sort of breaking him in slowly into that left back role, time will tell. But for me, I genuinely thought that he would be first on the team sheet for left back. But hey, Eddie throws spanners in every single time he picks a side. Anthony says, if anything, Burn probably would be more useful having the odd rest. He gives all in every game. Well, at the minute, it can't be possible due to Shar's suspension. I don't understand why the build-up to our game is overshadowed by the Liverpool one. I don't care about the bin dippers. Sky Sports is getting worse with their bias. Well, Jack, don't listen to it. Just watch the game and listen to us. It's very, very simple. You get none of that crap on here, I'm telling you now. Collins says, Hall gave the ball away 16 times last week, one of which led to their only shot on goal.
This is true.
Yeah, but let's have a look at how many other players gave the ball away.
Well, it wasn't any shot on goal because he cleared one off the line. So
yeah,
that's not true, is it?
Definitely not. Eddie has just said playing Kelly is to add height to the back line. Okay, so it could be tactical then. Well, fair enough.
Of course, it's tactical. Because it's a defensive.
But the problem I've got with that, Billy, is that if most of the teams we play against will have height up front, and is he going to say the same thing?
Maybe not height on the width, though. On the wings. I mean, Semenyo's a pretty big lad, isn't he?
Yeah, well, Andy makes a good point. Kelly against Semenyo is a far better matchup. Hall was poor last week. I don't think he was poor. I can't agree with him he was poor. But listen, hey, everybody sees the game very, very differently, don't they? I think we definitely need to use subs to our advantage. After last season and a red card on our first match this season, we can't afford injuries early on. No, we can't. But we've got a very. I think we've got a better system behind the scenes now, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that doesn't happen again, and won't happen again. Did enjoy the video of the players pronouncing their names, especially Tino's. I haven't seen that video yet.
It's just been on here, apparently. I've not seen it either.
Oh, have you not? Listen, we will continue to pronounce players' names in the crazy ways that we do, especially me. I will openly admit that I am not the best at pronouncing names some of the time, but that's what it's all about.
You can pronounce ours, that's all that matters.
Exactly, and that's all I care about. Well, most of the time I can't, Billy, unless I call Sven Botman different names again when he returns. Matt is watching with my son Noah, and he's just asked if Billy is Santa Claus.
Yeah, I only come once a year as well.
Wow. Anyway, what I was going to say was it's either Billy or Chiesa. So one of those two is Santa Claus. But I hope your son's enjoying it, Matt. Dowsy says we have a much better team now. Hall will come and go from starts with the same with Kelly. The joys of having a squad is we can actually finally rotate again. Yeah, I think that's what we need to get used to, Billy, is the fact that we will be rotating.
I think it's fantastic. You know, it's something that he didn't have a chance of last year. So yeah, it's a big plus for Eddie. It's how he managed it now, I guess. I mean,
yeah. Absolutely.
If he didn't manage it last year because he didn't have the choice, if he can't do it this year, then it's going to be questions asked, isn't there?
Yeah. Sophia, thank you for being a member for 23 months. We love Sophia. She's been through so much, yet stayed a member of the channel, which is incredible, despite everything she's been through. Thank you, Sophia. She says, doesn't seem like 23 months. It flew over. It has flown over, but the main thing is you've come out the other side of it all as well, and we're dead proud of you. Glenn says, Hall is still young. Maybe after most of a game with 10 men, he just needs a bit of a rest. I would have said that maybe, yeah, but after one game.
It was 8 days ago.
Yeah. 8 days. Let's not get into singing. Colin, think we'll be going to a back three with the ball with Tino going forward.
Potentially.
I mean, look, we've got to be better. We've got to be better everywhere around the pitch than we were in that first 20 minutes against Southampton. I really do believe sitting in that ground last week, watching that early doors. The first 20 minutes, it was frustrating because we expected us to have a much better start. We didn't. And the sending off definitely galvanized the lads to group them together. I think we would have got better even if we'd stayed 11 versus 11. We couldn't play any worse than that first 20 minutes. I think we would have got better throughout the game. But I'm looking for Anthony Gordon to make a big statement today, as well as Jacob Murphy on the right, Billy, because obviously he had to come off. He knew his role. He knew he had to come off. I thought he was brilliant last week. The attitude. So he'd be chomping at the bit today.
Yeah, definitely. And I think we can really get at their defence. I think our front three, it's dangerous for Bournemouth. And if they don't defend us properly, they're going to be in trouble. I think Alexander Isak can cause their centre half some real problems today. Yeah,
I'm hoping so. Paul and Billy make better pundits than Sky Sports once. Thank you very much. Asim Chowdhury is a proper long-time Toon fan, apparently.
Yeah.
Even Nilsson missed a sitter in the warm-up. They keep him all like that. Muchacho.
I did mention that.
Let's hope so. Sky saying we're unsettled because of 2 changes. Bournemouth have made 5. Well, doesn't that surprise you? I mean, trying to rock the boat. We've made 2 changes. Magpie
one forced, by the way. One forced because of suspension.
Because of suspension, yeah. Oh, man, they'll do anything, really, won't they? Magpie Gamer says, hello, everyone watching from the Philippines. Hoping for a win. Let's go. Trevor says, who's the ref, Paul? My throat is parched.
David Coote.
David Coote.
Cup final ref.
He hasn't been great for us. Well,
Man United fan.
Yeah, he's a Man United fan, yeah. But somehow managed to referee the Man United game. Watching Palace yesterday, we really need to walk away from Gay. Colin, to be honest with Gay, I think there's a lot going on in that guy's head. And I think it's terrible at Crystal Palace to have put him in that situation, making him captain for a start and knowing this was over his head. That can't be easy for a player. We've seen it in the past. And I'm certainly not judging Mark Gay on 2 performances to start the season, given the absolute circus that's around him at the minute. And I think that needs to come to a conclusion, whether it's a positive one for us or a negative one. That needs to come to a conclusion for the player himself. Because, Billy, I mean, going out and captaining the side and trying to set an example when, 80% of the football world thinks you're going to be moving before the transfer window ends.
Yeah, it's madness. They've literally thrown him into a bus. And if he doesn't perform, they know he's going to get, dog's abuse for it.
Yeah.
And if he leaves, look, our captain's left us. It's it's not good the way Palace are treating them. And they're a club in a bit of turmoil, aren't they, in a minute?
Well, they've had a bad start, Billy. Absolutely a bad start. And they could be losing another centre-back in Gay. Look.
However, that commentator on the Palace game on Matchday, Christ almighty, don't have him on again. Eza. Oh,
it sounded like somebody from Sheffield. Do you remember the Ford Sierra Cos was Cozza and Eze?
There's a real nightmare.
Oh, God almighty. Well, we're about 4 minutes away from kickoff, Billy. Is the ass twitching yet?
Well, they're lining up, actually. They're about to shake hands.
Wow, that's an early start then. Let me just bring mine up. Well, I've just got them on the pitch, Billy, so I'm a little bit behind you. I haven't got them fully shaking hands yet, but you are ahead of me. That's the thing, guys. Just remember that Billy will be ahead of me.
So I'm going to pause.
I've got them just starting to shake hands now. So if you want to hit the pause button, guys, and then wait till I kick off, I'll say, right, we're underway. And then everybody can hit the play button and watch the game with us. No spoilers in the chat, please, guys. The mods will chuck you out if you do put any spoilers in, and we don't want that. We want a good show. So just wait until I've commentated on the incident, and then we can all talk about it. The Bournemouth team is currently going through my screen, but interesting back four, of course. Zabani is quite a big guy. Ryan Christian, Lewis Cook are looking like 2 holding midfielders. And
Rats.
Yeah, we've got Semenyo, Justin Clivett, and Tavernier, the 3 supporting Evan Nielsen, the new signing, who they paid, I believe, £35 million for, Billy.
A lot of money.
It is a lot of money. They've got a few decent players on the bench, of course. Alex Scott is on the bench, etc. This is how Newcastle United line up if you weren't here at the start of the show. We've gone with Nick Pope in goal, as expected, really. No shocks about that. Back 4 of Livermento, Kraft, Byrne, and Kelly. The TV, you've got Kelly. I'm watching the same as you, Billy, to be honest. Just a little bit behind you. Longstaff, Bruno, Joe Linton is the midfield 3. And the front 3, of course, of Murphy, Isak, and Gordon. But a very, very strong bench for Newcastle United today. We've got Hall there. We've got Target, Barnes, Trippier, Asula, Almiron, Willock, and young Alex Murphy's there as well. Trippier's on the bench. And for all those who didn't know, John Ruddy is on the bench as well. So, guys, like I said, if you want to pause your TV just in the meantime while we wait for kickoff, and then as soon as I say, pause it just as you're about to kick off if you're ahead of me. And then I'll say, right, we're underway, and hit play, and we'll all be in sync if you want to be in sync. But do not put any spoilers in the chat, guys. That's why we make these Matchday Lives subscriber only. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are new, as we try and build up towards 32,000 subscribers. With your help, we can get there sooner rather than later. In the third kit today, Billy, I'm just looking at Bruno.
Yeah, it's very resplendent, isn't it? I like it.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. I love the old badge as well. I've wanted that old badge to come back for so long now, but it's finally back. And Eddie Howe looking very pensive on the bench there. I just want this game to get going. I hit the build-up. Just kick off, man. Just get on with it. You standing by your prediction, Billy?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
forgot what it was. 3-2, I said, didn't I?
Yeah.
Newcastle.
Well, Bournemouth are going to kick the game off. Just waiting for the referees. Oh, Alan Smith's on the Sky commentary. Oh, Gordon Bennett, please switch it off, guys. Right, we're underway, guys. You want to press play on your TV to be in sync with us. Newcastle United away at Bournemouth, and a couple of crunching tackles there early doors. Comes to Livramento now for Newcastle United. Plays the ball down the right-hand side, looking for the pace of Murphy. And Murphy almost gets there. And, in fact, I think he does. He keeps it in. Great play by Murphy. Tried a little back heel there, but didn't quite come off. But we do have a throw-in. 3/4 of the way down the Bournemouth half. Very positive start from Newcastle, Billy. Interesting. Anyway. Evan Nielsen has the ball, but he's knocked off it by Murphy. Bit of a tangle there. Christie gets it back for Bournemouth. Played forward again, intercepted by, I believe that's Dan Byrne who came across there.
There seems to be something wrong with the ball. Is it me? Or was the ball just like a penny floater the way it's...
Yeah, it was like one of them old, do you remember them old plastic ones that used to just float in the air?
Sure.
And Kelly's first job is to mark out Justin Clivett, and he does it very well and gets a throw to Newcastle. Kelly looks like he got a good clap from the Bournemouth fans there.
Good stuff.
They are quite respectful, I guess. They're respectful with Matt Ritchie and certainly with Eddie Howe, of course. And we seem to have a very good connection with Bournemouth, with players, etc.
Callum Wilson, Ryan Fraser,
Yeah. I'm not sure about the last one, Billy, but we'll gloss over that. But Bournemouth have knocked it out to play themselves there. Anthony Gordon will take a quick throw in for Alexander Isak. Isak takes his man on, tries to run into the box. Will we get a corner there? No, good defending and out for a throw in. Great awareness there by Anthony Gordon to get Isak in quickly there, but it didn't quite work out. But we do have a throw in very deep in Bournemouth's half again, and this may be a long throw from Lloyd Kelly.
Well, Dan Burns going forward for it, so maybe this is another reason. Why have they put 5 minutes of injury time on already? What's Sky doing?
What is Sky doing?
And I had Chelsea Man City on the scoreboard.
Honestly, they are terrible. Burn flicks it on, headed away. It comes to Jacob Murphy now, just outside the box, but he's had to turn back. We'll find a good ball into Anthony Gordon. That's nice from Newcastle. Now Livramento on this right-hand side. Longstaff is only option in front of him. Bruno comes across. Tino turns and goes back to Emil Kraft, who in turn will go back to Nick Pope. Very sensible that from Newcastle. Pope there goes for a kick. He could have rolled that out to Burn. However, Joe Linton brings it down but loses out. And it's back with Bournemouth now. Still goalless. Just over 2.5 minutes gone in the game. But Newcastle look a bit sort of up for it more than they did in the first 20 last week. So that's a good sign. Livramento now brings it down. I think that's Tavernier all over him. That's got to be a foul. Very ratty player, him, isn't he? Tavernier.
There's a lot of them, isn't it, like that?
Yeah. I think that's why the managers put them in against Newcastle. Try and rough up the midfield. Good work from Longstaff to win it back. Bruno now looks to stab it through for Gordon's pace. And back with the goalkeeper. Neto plays it out very quickly. Well won back by Sean there, and he did his job, won the ball, laid it off to Bruno. That's what we want to see. Long ball now, testing the pace of Dan Byrne.
Really.
And Byrne falls to the floor. In fact, it's Emil Kraft going up against Evan Nielsen. Just waiting to see what the referee's done. He's given a free kick to Newcastle.
Quite right as well.
Just seeing a replay of that.
Well, Kraft had the run, didn't he? Kraft's ahead, and he's ahead of the ball.
Yeah,
good decision from Coop, that.
Yeah, certainly is. But that's what Bournemouth are looking at. Obviously, this guy's got a bit of pace, this Evan Nielsen. But I think Kraft did well there because he stepped across him, didn't he? He made it very difficult for Evan Nielsen to get in front of him.
Yeah, he's a tall lad, isn't he, Evan Nielsen?
It certainly is. Long ball forward again from Newcastle. Knocked away again. And we already have a goal at Wolves. It's Wolves 0, Chelsea 1. Jackson after 2 minutes, Billy.
I said Wolves would struggle this year.
Yeah, you did. I didn't, but I may live to regret that. But there you go, guys. Keep subscribing if you are new to the channel, and welcome everybody to Matchday Live here on the Toon Review. Coming up to the 5-minute mark, still goalless. Great ball down the line, Billy. I think you might be a couple of seconds still ahead of me, judging by the the great ball comment there. Oh dear.
What time you got?
4 minutes and 51.
Yeah, we're bang on now. Just paused it for a second.
Good. I mean, I might buffer throughout the game, Billy. You never know. So far, so good. Here's Dan Byrne across to Emil Kraft. Kraft now to Livramento. A little bit short there. And again, Tavernier in really strongly on Livramento.
Have a word with him, ref. That's his second one.
Yeah, he's definitely ratting. It must be a bit breezy down there, Billy. There's a crisp packet going across like a Formula One car across the pitch there.
Yeah, I can see it, yeah.
No, it's blown the other way now, so it looks like it's swirling inside the Vitality.
Swirler, yeah. Coastal swirly wind.
The coastal swirl. Anyway, Bruno will take this free kick just short of the halfway line for Newcastle. And he plays it short into Tino Livramento, who's in the centre circle. I don't quite get that free kick. It hasn't really got us anywhere. Joe Linton finds Gordon on the halfway line. Gordon clips it back. And in fact, he's tackled. We need to be careful. That was an awful free kick. I mean, when you've got height up front, you'd expect us to, do something. Charlie's in the house. Hello, Paul and Billy. Sorry we haven't been on live. We've been very busy. Caleb is well, slowly putting on weight. Logan and his two sisters are loving him. Great news.
Good stuff.
I've seen the photos, Charlie. They're absolutely fantastic. As Gordon loses out there, and Bournemouth now come on the attack. It's their first real attack of the game. Gordon gets back though and wins it back. Joe Linton to Bruno, and Bruno will settle things down here and clips the ball across to Tino Livramento. Livramento now looks for the run of Murphy. Livramento, not a great ball. You see what he was intending to do, Billy.
Yeah,
thread it through.
Yeah. Jacob Murphy started the game pretty well, which is good news for us, isn't it?
Yeah,
with my observations of his first touch.
Yeah, Jacob must play well the first 10 minutes of a game, or Jacob doesn't play well at all. But he's up there with a header. And Isak, he looks up for it as well. Oh, it's fantastic skill from Isak, and Nutmeg gets to the byline. Isak now looking for the ball across, gets it in there. And it's Gordon's header just looping over the bar. And that was great work from Isak again with a little nutmeg and a beautiful little chip to the back post, Billy.
Yeah, I thought Isak would cause that centre-half problem. Lovely little chip. And that should be a corner.
I think we got a corner, yeah. That looks like a corner. I think he was trying to find Joe Linton at the back post, Billy, but didn't put enough weight on it.
Yeah, he was.
Joe Linton was steaming in unmarked. We do indeed have a corner, which Jacob Murphy is going to take for Newcastle here. Murphy, short corner to Longstaff. Longstaff across to Gordon, who hits it first time, and that's 40 yards over the bar. That's not great. So far, Billy, first 7.5 minutes, the set pieces have been woeful.
Yeah, we send the big men up front for a cross, and we just play it short and square it across, and Gordon leans back and hoofs over the bar. Yeah, not good.
Not great at all. What time have you got, Billy? Because I've just
8 minutes.
8 minutes. God, you're 15 seconds ahead of me. Mine's buffering like mad again here. Hang on a sec.
Well, Isak's got it at the minute on this right flank again. Plays it inside. It's a poor pass, slightly under hits it, but Dan Byrne gets there and gives it to Emil Kraft, who plays it forward for Longstaff. Kraft again, wide for Murphy, who falls over trying to control it. Just win it back though, gives it to Livramento. Now it's with Longstaff back to Bruno. Bruno has to go all the way back. What time you got now?
I'm looking to get into me Now TV account, Billy, because I know that won't buffer. So if you just want to take over the commentary for a bit.
Yeah, Newcastle with the ball in the middle of the park, and it's back with Nick Pope. He just rolls it out for Emil Kraft. 4 for Longstaff. Longstaff comes wide here for Livramento. 8 minutes 51 on the clock. Livramento inside for Sean again. Back to Livramento. All the way across goal for Byrne. There's a bit of pressure from the Bournemouth forward, but Newcastle play through it nicely. Joe Linton, great little ball from Bruno. Now Sean. Sean, it's 4 against 4 here for Newcastle. Sean going for the middle. Sean goes wide for Murphy. Murphy's going to cross first time. Cleared from the Bournemouth centre half, and it will be a corner to Newcastle United. Good move from Newcastle. Good counter attack, and we will have a corner. Cleared from Senesi. Off the foot of Gordon. It's going to be a corner, and this time it's Murphy again. Surely he'll throw it in the box this time, and no short corners. Isak's in there. Kelly's in there. Joe Linton, of course, is in there. It's another short one. It's the same as the last one. Sean's gone for a little chip. It's cut out. It's going to be another corner. Once again, Jacob Murphy played a short corner. Ridiculous, really. All them big men in the box waiting for a cross. And this time, Anthony Gordon's coming across to take it.
Well, they need to do better than the short corner again, because the last ones were shocking. I'm almost there. Duke Runner, thank you for your super chat. Great commentary. Game not shown here in Florida.
Well, anyway, Gordon's going to take this corner. Longstaff's moved into the middle now. It's definitely going to be a long corner this time. It's going to be an outswinger with his right foot. Both arms raised. Here he comes. Swerves it in, looking for a Newcastle head. Finds the head of Byrne, who's flicked it on, gone all the way to the back post where Isak is. Isak now taking on his defender. Comes inside for Bruno. Little 1-2. Brilliant. Isak's in the box. Can he get into control? He can't. And it's a good tackle from the Bournemouth player. And they're going to get rid of it now. And they play it down the middle, but straight to Tino Livramento, who goes all the way back to Nick Pope. And Newcastle can recycle again. Good start.
Right, I've got it on now, Billy. So I'm at 10 minutes 40. So if you want to pause.
Yeah.
And then
so everyone pause for 10 seconds or so. Just tell me when you get to 10:54, and I'll 10:55, and I'll start again.
10:55. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10:55. So I'll press play again, and we'll all be in sync. And I shouldn't buffer this time because I've got me Now TV up, Billy. So it should be straightforward now. Longstaff is down at the minute for Newcastle. Remember, we may be quite a bit behind if you're watching it live on Sky. So if you want to just pause your TV, we're currently 11 minutes, 15 seconds. If you want to be in sync with us, but by all means, watch it out of sync. But please, as I say, just don't.
David, how can we share a stream off my Sky Q account? Think about what you're saying, mate.
Yeah, you're not allowed. Yeah,
it's Sky Q, not Sky Stream.
Yeah, but I'm streaming on Sky now, so we shouldn't buffer anymore. So, like I say, no spoilers or anything like that, guys. We've mentioned the commentaries. Long ball for Isak, takes it down brilliantly, and not the greatest shot, but Neto grabs it. But that was a good ball again, Billy.
Yeah, it was a good ball. Long ball from Kraft. Kraft this time with a long ball. Good running off the ball. Just chested it a little bit too far in front of him, didn't he? And he shinned it. With his right foot.
Absolutely. But Isak looks hungry at the start of this game, I have to say, Billy.
Newcastle have started very well, I've got to say.
Certainly better than last week, which is an absolute bonus. But we're coming up to 12 minutes, 15 seconds on our stream, and it's goalless here at the Vitality. Thank you, everybody, for joining Matchday Live. Over 2,500 watching on both platforms today. Thank you very much for your support, guys. You do have to be a subscriber in order to take part in the chat today, just to avoid idiots coming in spoiling Bruno. And, he was held back there. That's got to be a yellow card, Billy, surely.
Yeah, it is indeed.
Good decision by the referee there to give a yellow card because, well, it was a shocking pullback. Again, it's Ryan Christie this time.
Yeah, ratty arsehole.
And certainly prevented Bruno from getting a good pass away there. So Ryan Christie already on a yellow card, Billy. 13 minutes gone. That'll be perfect for us.
Let's get him off.
The way he plays the game, he's a little rat. So, but this is a good opportunity to put the ball towards the penalty area. And it's Bruno's free kick. In it comes, headed away. Christie then in turn heads it further. Livramento scoops it back in. No Newcastle player there underneath that. Kraft is under there. There's big Dan Byrne trying to get... See, why didn't Byrne jump for that ball? He's given away a stupid free kick because he decided not to jump for the ball. He was 10 times higher than that's a poor error from Dan Byrne.
I think school children are told not to let the ball bounce if you can help it, and he let that ball bounce and ended up giving a free kick away.
I mean, he should have tried to head that. I'm not sure why he didn't. He was in a perfectly good position to head it down to Murphy.
I agree.
Strange decision, that. Anyway, Bournemouth have a free kick, which they shove long looking for Evan Nielsen, but it was nowhere near him. Kraft volleys it away. And Livramento now for Newcastle. Again, calm on the ball, but charged down by Tavernier, but Newcastle win the throw-in. Almost level with our own penalty area here. Livramento goes short for Bruno, flicks it over the top, little 1-2 with Sean, and then Bruno scoops it across to the left-hand side to Lloyd Kelly. Oh, Kelly's first touch is absolutely awful, but he's won it back well and then starts to break away down the left, but he's lost it again this time to Semenyo. Good battle this between them two, but Dan Byrne comes across to fire the ball away upfield, but again, doesn't find a Newcastle player. That looking a little bit dodgy there. As Bournemouth now on this left-hand side. I mean, I don't know about you, Billy. Lloyd Kelly's first touch was awful. He won it back. Yeah. And Semenyo went in and turned and won it back off him again. And now a long ball over the top again. Burn chasing. Clive after this for Bournemouth. I mean, Burn is...
He's weak as piss. I'm sorry. 6'7". He's weak as piss.
Well, Justin Clivett is 1'4", and he's beaten Dan Burn. All ends up there.
For strength, yeah.
For strength. Good defending by Jacob Murphy coming back and helping out, but he's being pressured. And the ball doesn't run out for a corner or a goal kick. It's played across and a little flicked header by Burn clears it. Now Joe Linton can break for Newcastle. He's got Isak to his right. That's poor from Joe. That's really frustrating because that's where Joe's at his best when he's bursting forward like that, Billy. But Bournemouth getting a little bit on top here.
One pass and Gordon was in there.
Yep. Just into the penalty area it comes. There's nobody there for Bournemouth. Livermento lets it run across his body and out for a throw in. But we under the cosh a little bit the last couple of minutes, Billy.
Yeah, it was all down to Dan Burn's weakness, I've got to say. No threat at all from Bournemouth besides moment in time. And Dan Burn's weak as piss on the ball allows Clivert to out-strengthen him. Yeah, I'm amazed. I really am amazed.
Nick Pope left-footed up the field, but Gordon is beaten in the air, bounces down for Bruno. Bruno's got to be aware of what's around him. He's taken out late again there, right on Bruno's ankle. And is that... This time it's Clivert. Oh, but that's a good ball forward for Isak. Has he got the pace to get there? He has. Isak now towards the penalty box. Plays a terrible pass across for Gordon. And again, like we saw last week, opportunities there, but the pass was shocking. I don't even know why he passed that, Billy. There was no reason to. Take the defender on.
Could have carried on.
Looked like he had the defender up for pace easily there. But Newcastle trying to get a foothold again with Joe Linton now. Outside to Burn. And he plays it all the way back. Yep. Kelly now back to Dan Burn. Burn plays it forward to absolutely nobody and Bournemouth clear.
Horrific.
There's been some awful passing from Newcastle last 5 minutes. Really has. Good work by Bruno. Good strength. He's then knocked down by Erasio. And then Clivert kicking at him. Hey, come on, referee! He's given the throw to Bournemouth.
Yeah, well, that's the first bad mistake he's made. Ridiculous, that was.
I mean, how many times did Arejo and Clivert kick out at Bruno there?
Terrible.
Ridiculous refereeing. I mean, Jesus Christ. That's a handball.
Yeah,
still not given by the referee. Ignored. Jesus. Christie now for Bournemouth as they try and charge forward again. Newcastle just need to stay disciplined here, not let them get to us. Ball played into the box. Christie took that. I think it was meant for Evan Nielsen, but Bruno was there to sweep up and get it to Jacob Murphy now, who will clear the ball. Again, just a hit and hope from Newcastle. But the clearances, Billy, are not good because they're not finding any white shirt here. It's just a hit and hope up the field.
No. It's just getting away from the goal, isn't it? And then we have to start again. They recycle it and cause more pressure for us.
Yeah, the good start is slightly being eradicated here. As Bournemouth come down this right-hand side with Semenyo now. Cuts in on his left foot. He's got Christie in support. Doesn't use him. He does now. Christie plays it out to the left-hand side. A real hammer pass, but it's well taken. Good defending, Tino. And now Longstaff gets it back to Kraft, who is under pressure here. Back to Sean. Let's not be silly here. Just get rid. Kraft up to Livramento. Livramento is crowded out. And again, we try and pass out stupidly. Evan Nielsen shot. It's blocked. I'm not sure whether it was Pope or whether it was Kraft that blocked that, but Newcastle now spring out the defence. And now it's Isak. Awful stuff from Newcastle back there. But Isak now having a run, going to the byline. He's into the box. Great run, Isak, and a cross, and nobody there to tap it in.
It's a brilliant cross as well. It's a brilliant cross.
It's
brilliant
fabulous from Isak again. But there's nobody to tap it home. Isak looked up, saw Gordon, but Gordon, I didn't.
Gordon made the near post for it, unfortunately. And he's gone far post.
He went to far post, didn't he? But look at that. Terrible defending again. Evan Nielsen's shot is a great save from Nick Pope, Billy.
Yeah. I mean, Emil Kraft made 4 or 5 really good passes there, and Sean kept giving it back to him and putting him into pressure again. It was, poor.
But then we didn't clear the ball. We give a short ball to Livramento, who's got 4 Bournemouth players around him.
Yeah.
And Bournemouth win I mean, that was a very good save by Nick Pope, Billy, with his left leg there.
Yeah, it certainly was.
He's so good at doing that, isn't he? But we look rocky at the back. I have to say, Billy, we're not. It's not filling me with a lot of confidence the way they're playing the ball through us, and the way we're losing the ball is more of a worry. And the long ball from Bournemouth goes nowhere but Nick Pope.
I thought you were going to pick it up then.
Sorry, mate?
I thought you were going to pick it up outside the box then.
Yeah. 20 minutes gone. Well, we're coming up to 20 minutes, 10 seconds if you're in sync with us. And there's another one. There's Christie going down, claiming he's been elbowed. And then the referee blows his whistle. Unbelievable. He hasn't been elbowed, referee.
For head injury, I guess. And you watch VAR. Look at this now.
Well, Bruno's on the ball. Come on.
Oh, get out of it. Get out of it, Christie, you little shite.
That's a joke, man. That's an absolute joke. You cheating little shit. No way. Absolutely unbelievable. Eddie Howe just giving some instructions there to Anthony Gordon.
Be a ball now, will it? Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, good on Clivert there. He says, no, he's not going to challenge it. And now Bruno on the ball again. But again, Bournemouth, to be fair to them, Billy, they're not giving Newcastle a lot of time on the ball. They're pressing hard.
They're not giving Bruno any after certain.
No, but we've got to, if we've got these players who are good players. They've got to get the better of them. Good ball. Good run by Sean Longstaff now. But again, he's not strong enough, and out it goes for a goal kick.
Good defending that from the
absolutely. We're still goalless at the Vitality. Thank you, everybody, for joining Matchday Live here on the Toon Review YouTube channel. Please do keep subscribing if you are new. Bottom right-hand corner. It is subscriber-only mode if you want to take part in the chat as well. Obviously, to prevent trolls coming in and spoiling it for everybody with spoilers. If they want to subscribe and then unsubscribe, well, that's just a sad life, really. But there you go. Anyway, Bournemouth back on the attack down their right-hand side. Semenyo now has it. Lloyd Kelly faces him. He cuts inside. That's too easy for Bournemouth, but they've lost the ball now. And can Newcastle break? Here's Anthony Gordon. And it looked like he was fouled. No, says the referee. And then he blows his whistle. Well, that's a strange thing.
He's to wait and see if any advantage.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Gordon's got to do a lot more, though. He's hardly got into the game again. He does look way off it, as Chipper says, sir.
Yeah, he does. He looks way off the pace again, which it's a bit of a worry, Billy, you have to say, because, I mean, how far can we take the rustiness? It's not like he played a lot in the summer. He's basically like some of the other players. But we'll see. We'll see as time develops. Burn on the ball at the minute.
He was still training. He was still in a team environment. It's not like on holiday. That's terrible.
Yeah, terrible from Kraft. Gives the ball away, but Livramento sweeps up the pieces. Kraft then goes long. Absolutely nobody there. Isak looks to me, Billy, as if he's playing a bit to the right-hand side and Jacob's sitting back a bit, helping out Livramento.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know whether that's a game plan or it's just the way the match is working out at the minute, but that's how it seems to be at the minute, unfortunately. But a long, long time left in this game at the minute. Still goalless. Newcastle have had one opportunity through Isak, just couldn't quite get the power on his shot. And at the other end, Nick Pope's made a very good save from Evan Nielsen as he comes out there to nod the ball down to Livramento, who just hoofs it forward again. I don't like this, Billy. I mean, we're just hoofing it to nobody at the minute.
Well, Gordon's lazy getting back as well. It's poor at the moment. I've got to say, it's very poor. Started well, gone right off the ball since then.
Absolutely. Did you change the screens, Billy, to put me the scoreboard bigger? Yeah, I forgot. It's a regular occurrence, that. Anyway, Bournemouth have the ball again. Bruno trying to press, and it goes all the way back to Neto in the Bournemouth goal. And he's allowed the freedom of Bournemouth to bring the ball out here and pick out his pass, which he seems very slow at doing. And he gave it straight to Livramento. And here's Isak now. Isak. Brilliant control again. Isak. He's just looking for support. Joe Linton's there. And then puts it back to Bruno. Good ball by Joe Linton. Bruno now into Isak again. Isak spins away. Out to Joe Linton on the left. Gordon in the penalty area along with Sean Longstaff. Isak, lovely touch again. Just slightly heavy. and they were unable to tackle him there. But Isak, just give him the ball. He looks up for this.
I agree. He's
and now Joe Linton down the left, and we win a throw-in down by the corner flag, Billy.
Yeah, we're looking good going forward, I have to say, once we get the ball in their final third. Does he give them a throw-in?
That can't possibly be a Bournemouth throw-in. No.
What was Joe Linton having an argument with one of their subs for then?
Yeah, I don't know whether something was said or not, but they should know not to say anything to Big Joe. He'll remember that if they do come on the pitch later on. Dan Burn has the ball all the way back to Nick Pope. Pope being shut down very quickly by Evan Nielsen. That's a nice flick by Joe Linton. Gordon trying to get into the... he's pushed off very easily, and he cuts a very frustrated figure. I don't know why, Billy. That's the impression I'm getting. He just looks frustrated, and when he lost the ball there, he's kind of stomped his foot down.
Yeah, he's not started the game very well. After last week, he was poor as well, wasn't he, for most of the game?
Here's Bruno. Joe Linton taken out, and that was a sore one for Joe Linton, but Bruno wanted a free kick. He's not going to get it, and then Bournemouth, he allows play to go on. Tavernier having a run, and now Semenyo back to Tavernier. Christie inside of him. Ryan Christie for Bournemouth goes left again. Newcastle keeping a disciplined back four there. Clivert again. Clipped into the box looking for Evan Nielsen. Byrne goes up to win it. I panic when that ball comes in the box, Billy. I don't know why.
It was a poor header as well, wasn't it?
Well, it was. He headed it straight down to Clivert. Dear me. Semenyo now cuts inside of Joe Linton. Head up. He hits it and hits the crossbar. What a shot by Semenyo. And that caught everybody out there. But luckily for Newcastle, it hits the top of the crossbar and sails away. Billy.
Yeah, and Anthony Gordon standing watching him do it. You watch Anthony Gordon here on this replay. He comes inside and Anthony Gordon's just, look, what's he doing? Just standing in front of him. I'd made no attempt to close that down.
What a
great
effort.
That was. It's a great effort.
Nick Pope was beating all ends up there.
Yep.
Dangerous player. Nick Pope is getting to that. That is a super shot and hits the crossbar and bounces over. Best chance of the game, no doubt. And that will give Bournemouth some real energy. And quite frankly, since round about 15 minutes, we've been god awful.
Yeah, Semenyo would be a good choice for our right wing, wouldn't he?
Yes. There's quite a bit of blood on Emil Kraft's shirt there, Billy. I don't know whether the referee's seen that. I don't know whether it's Emil's blood. I didn't see a cut on him.
Interesting to see what Bournemouth have done, actually. They started off with Christie man marking Bruno. As soon as he got yellow carded, they've moved him on to someone else.
Yeah.
Tavernier's
kind of cooking Tavernier, yeah. Well, Cook and Tavernier are over the ball at the moment. Welcome, everybody, if you just joined the Toon Review. Matchday Live. Please do subscribe if you're new. It's still goalless, coming up to almost 28 minutes gone in the game. And Cook will float the free kick in towards the far post. Semenyo is after this, and he's allowed to get a ball in. He's mishit it. And it's cleared again by Newcastle. Gordon trying to get ahead of Aja there, but can't. And now Joe Linton. He's knocked off the ball by Semenyo. That's too easy for Bournemouth. Semenyo again. He's looking to hit it on the left foot. It comes to... that's not a great ball from Tavernier to look for Clivert. Maybe Tavernier should have hit that on his own, or maybe it was Clivert and the other one was Tavernier. Clipped through again. That's a poor ball through from Murphy. Just overhit. But again, a good run by Isak and well spotted by Murphy. Just slightly overhit, Billy.
Yeah, very unlucky. Great tackle at the back there. I think it was Livramento that won the ball back. Otherwise, we're in trouble at the back there.
Yep. And Neto picks the ball up now and we'll regroup for Bournemouth. Rolls it out, hits it long. Again, looking for... That's a good header by Livramento, but no real support there in midfield. Now Joe Linton has it. Brings the ball down over the halfway line. Curls a ball out, looking for Jacob Murphy. And a good tackle. Get up, you fanny. What's he jumping around for?
I think he's hurt himself.
Has he broke his wrist or something there, Billy?
Yeah, the way he landed, I think. I don't want to look at that.
It's his knuckles, really. I think it's his knuckles or his finger. Oh, yeah, it wasn't anything. Well, no, he stood on his finger, Billy. I think that's what it was.
That would hurt.
Absolutely, but I don't think there's any reason to go down and rolling around.
I don't think you need a stretcher for it. Look.
I mean,
it's not going to be a free kick for that, surely. No, I don't think yes.
No, throw it to Newcastle.
Yes, we know Liverpool are on later. You've fucking highlighted it enough.
Jesus Christ, yeah. Gordon Bennett. Oh, not a good throw from Livramento. Straight to Bournemouth centre-back. Burn goes in hard, but the referee waves play on. Clivert tries to break, but Livramento wins it back. And now Lloyd Kelly inside for Livramento. Livramento turns and has to use Nick Pope. Nobody there available. Pope takes a heavy touch and almost closed down by Clivert. And again, just kicked up for real to nobody. That's got to be addressed by the manager, surely.
Yeah.
Because I can't believe that Eddie would just play them tactics just to plough the ball long every time. And it's going to absolutely nobody. Cross comes in again. Livramento heads it away. Edge of the box now, Ryan Christie. Taken out by Longstaff. Free kick to Bournemouth.
To give away there as well. Yeah.
I mean, Longstaff complained, and I think, to be fair, it was a free kick because he took them out after the ball had gone. Just seen a replay here. Yeah, it's definitely a free kick, Billy. No doubt about it.
Yeah, he is. He lost the ball, though. He didn't even need to do it, did he?
And this is a very, very good opportunity for Bournemouth. This is just out, I would say, 22 yards out, Billy, as Wolves have equalised against Chelsea. Cunha in 27 minutes.
Told you Wolves would do well this year, didn't I?
You did, Billy, yes. But I'm sure not very long ago you said I don't think they'll do very well this season. But we'll gloss over that comment.
The words bets and hedging spring to mind.
Absolutely. Cook is having a word here with, I believe that's Clivert.
Well, if he's like his old man at free kicks, this is going to be dangerous.
Yeah. It's not. It's Tavernier, actually. So
and if he's like
they look very alike, Tavernier and Clivert, I have to say, from the sort of the camera angle.
And if he's like his brother at free kicks, this is going to be dangerous.
yeah. His brother's, of course, Rangers captain. Very, very good set piece taker. Just waiting for the free kick now. Cook and Tavernier. Tavernier will take. It's blocked by the wall, but it is deflected. And
I'll pick it up, Poe. What's the matter with you?
Why did he palm that away?
That was pathetic. Panic.
I'm not sure why he did that. Surely that ball was there just to be picked up. Well, there was a bit of spin on it. Let's try and give him the benefit of the doubt there, Billy. Little bit of spin, maybe. Took the ball away. But it's another Bournemouth corner. Taken short. Now the ball will come in. It's a very deep one to the back post. Pope, good punch on that. But well collected by Tavernier again for Bournemouth. Trying to see if they could get the ball in. Ryan Christie. In comes the cross again. Flicked on. It's blocked by Dan Burn. Burn lets it run further and then clears away into the crowd. And another throw to Bournemouth. They get on with it very quickly, as they would, because they're completely on top at the moment. And it's a little bit worrying, this.
Yeah, we're playing with 9 men because Gordon and Joe Linton have been absolutely dire.
Yep, they haven't got into the game at all yet. And here come Bournemouth again. Semenyo into the penalty area, takes on Dan Burn, gets a left-footed shot away.
Good defending from Burn.
It's gone over the bar, I believe, for a goal kick.
Yeah, good defence from Dan Burn. Made sure he got in the way. Forced him into a shot that he didn't want to really take, and it went wide. But
I think it's fair to say that Gordon so far this season, Billy, has not looked a patch on last season's Anthony Gordon. The stats so far, 3 shots for Bournemouth, none for Newcastle, 1 on target. We did have a shot. Clivert had a shot.
Last 15 minutes, these stats from.
Oh, yes, sorry. Yeah. 57% possession for Bournemouth in the last 15. Joe Linton heads on now. Again, nobody. Evan Nielsen flicks it on now to Tavernier. Tavernier brings it down. And then plays it out to the left-hand side. Justin Clivert's in acres of space here down the left-hand side. Clivert now. He's got Kraft in front of him. Kraft sticks to him like glue. Still the cross comes in though, but that's Nick Pope's all day long in his 6-yard box. And
that's ridiculous.
Throws the ball long and straight to Bournemouth again. We just can't keep possession of the ball here.
No. Turn.
On the subjective nans, a shout out to Dante, please, from his nana, says Margaret.
Hi, Dante, over in Australia.
Yep. And your nana says hi.
He'll be winning Mignon. He'll be winning Mignon, won't he?
Well, anything's better than this at the minute, Billy, dare I say. I think Eddie Howe needs to get them in at half time, and words need to be said here because they're just all over the place, really. Started really brightly.
It's a foul, ref.
Yep, pushed off the ball. Cliver doesn't like the decision. I mean, I did think Sean went down a little bit easy there, Billy, to be honest. But, hey, it's a free kick to us.
He got fouled, maintained possession, and then fell over, didn't he? Because he was about to lose it. So, good professional footballing brains from Sean for a change there.
Yeah. And Dan Byrne looks for the pass, gives it to Joe Linton, who... Well, to say he had Cook all over his back is an understatement. Now Gordon clips it in, looking for Isak. It's poor. And Tavernier brings it away for Bournemouth. Tavernier now on the centre circle. Lays it inside to Cook. Cook now brings it over the halfway line. Looks for support and gets it. Kirk is now down the left-hand side. Gives it to Ryan Christie. He cuts inside, leaves it off to Tavernier again. Tavernier. Kirk is the left back. I mean, Bournemouth are just controlling this game, Billy. There's no other words we can say.
No, we're back into low block mode, aren't we now?
Yep. And we don't like low block mode. And that's, again, Kraft's clearance is absolute garbage. Bournemouth just getting the ball back all the time here.
This is like we were playing last week with 10 men.
That's a foul on Jacob Murphy, but he doesn't blow his whistle. Kraft inside to Bruno. Bruno taken out late again, but it's come to Joe Linton now. Joe Linton, nice turn. Settles the player down, but then he loses it. He's got to be careful. Oh, that's crap from Joe Linton. Semenyo breaks away into the box now. Takes it to the byline. In comes the cross, and it's in from Tavernier. And Bournemouth have a goal. What on earth is Joe Linton doing there? It's absolutely shite from Newcastle United. And Bournemouth score to take the lead in the 37th minute of the game. It is garbage from Newcastle United, and they need to pull their fingers out right now, Billy.
Yeah, Joe Linton there was just slack, wasn't he? Really slack. Wanted all day on the ball. Very much like Sean Longstaff would have done at one point. But he's facing the right way, and he comes back, and he's twisting, turning, and just basically has the ball to off him.
On the ball. Great work by Semenyo. Looked at getting a shot, went to the byline.
Oh, he's
offside, isn't he? No, I don't think he is. Bird's playing him on. Lloyd Kelly's playing him on, Billy. If you look across the line, I think Lloyd Kelly is playing him on. I think we'll get a better view from this angle, but I'm pretty sure that Lloyd Kelly's stretched arm and leg might just save Bournemouth here. I mean, obviously VAR will look at it, but either way, Billy, it's bloody awful. This,
and there's no one marking him either.
I mean, here we'll get to see it. Here we'll get to see. Nah, he's onside, Billy.
Yeah, he's on. Yeah, he's on.
Yeah, when the ball comes across, he's onside. And again, we're just standing watching him. And to be fair, Billy, if we're going to be openly honest, Bournemouth really do deserve that goal. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. We have been terrible. I mean, the passing has been nothing short of disgusting, and there's no excuse for it. We can't blame tiredness. We can't blame injuries. All that from last season is gone.
Yeah, it's the negative ways at the team in the first place. I mean, this using Gordon as through the middle, it just isn't working, is it?
Well, maybe it's a wake-up call for us, Billy, and boy, do we need one right now. Boy, do we need one. There would have been a VAR check, mate, says Claire, but there would have been. But he was onside. When that ball came across, when Semenyo crossed it, he was definitely onside. As Bruno goes in there and doesn't win the ball. Tackle. Well, it's a good tackle, but Clivert's come away with it. And I think there's a Bournemouth player still down. It is. I think it's Evan Nielsen still down. And the referee blows his whistle. Bruno's gone down as well, incidentally. Obviously felt a little bit of an impact from that. Just seen again. 50-50 tackle.
Did he go over the ball? Did he go over the ball?
Well, I mean, I don't... Ooh, I tell you what, his right foot, Billy, is definitely high.
Mm. It was just poor touch that led to it in the first place.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Here we're going to see that offside decision. No, he's onside. He's clearly onside there.
He's behind Kelly, isn't he?
Yeah. He's behind Lloyd Kelly when that ball's played across. That was a perfect replay there that we've just seen. 100% onside, no doubt about it. And we can't be bitter about it because I'll tell you what, it's shocking. It has been shocking since around the 13th minute of this first half. We started really brightly, as we tend to do away from home, and you think, yeah, we're up for this, and then it just goes to shit.
Yeah. Well, Joe Linton's been absolutely dreadful, hasn't he?
Yep. Murphy now turns, driving forward. Good run this fight. Jacob Murphy over the halfway line, held off 2 Bournemouth players. Murphy still, and then he clips a terrible ball out to the right. I think he's off balance. Yeah. And it's out for a throw.
He wanted to play that through the middle, and he couldn't, could he? They blocked the channel off. And then he sliced it out, basically, for throwing. But good run from Jacob Murphy. He's probably been one of our best players today.
Yeah, good strength. Determined to hold on to the ball. Oh, that's an interesting view of Kieran Trippier with his head in his hands. I mean, that tells a story, Billy.
Well, I'm sure they're looking for something like that. They're
of course they are.
In dirt, you know?
They'll have a camera on Trippier the whole game. But I tell you what, I think we're missing his guidance on the pitch, Billy. Something's just not right. We need a bit of experience there just to calm things down here because it's dreadful. Here's Bruno now for Newcastle to Dan Burn, who's got a bit of time on the ball to bring it forward. 4 minutes, just under 4 minutes to half time before we see, how time we see added on. I don't expect them to be a lot, maybe a minute or so. That's a terrible foul on Gordon. But again, he's running backwards, Billy. And, we've done that so many times in this first half. Get the ball, and then we're going backwards with it.
We are getting bullied in the middle of the park, and we've got Joe Linton in there. We shouldn't be getting bullied, should we? But we are. And Bruno, and to a lesser extent, Sean, are fighting, doing the work of 3 men, really.
Yep. Here is Longstaff. Back to Nick Pope. Pope looking for an outlet. Gives it to Byrne. Byrne across to Lloyd Kelly. Kelly takes a touch and is then tackled by Semenyo, who's had a fantastic first half at Bournemouth. Been a real star for them in the first half. Every time he's got the ball, Billy's looked really, really dangerous.
Yeah, he has. I mean, look, Kelly's got his hands full, hasn't he, with him? Yeah,
absolutely. Kelly with a throw in for Newcastle. Peter there saying Gordon not interested. 2 weeks in a row, no fight or passion. I mean, I can't disagree with that, Billy. I haven't seen anything from Anthony Gordon.
No, it's not. It's not good. But I guess if you're aware that your club's trying to get rid of you in the summer, why would you? You know, it was open knowledge that we were trying to palm off to Liverpool to get some money. You know, it's bound to knock a bloke's confidence, isn't it?
Well, if that's true, I mean, we don't know for certain, but I guess. Anyway, Neto goes along for Bournemouth. Tavernier underneath this. But again, they're first to the loose ball every single time.
They want it more than us, don't they?
Absolutely, they do. And this is going to go back to Neto again. If you've just joined us, thank you very much. Almost 3,400 watching on both platforms. And, it's safe to say that Newcastle have been dreadful, I think is the word, if not worse. Bournemouth have completely dominated us since about the 12th, 13th minute of the game. And again, poor ball from Joe Linton, giving Bruno no chance of getting there.
I'd get him off now. I'd get him off at half time. I'd get Willock on. I would, honestly.
Yeah, he hasn't.
It's one of them games. One of them games, isn't it, for Joe Linton? He has them sometimes.
I mean, he was monstrous last week. Absolutely monstrous. But we've seen a very, very different game first half so far. Emil Kraft now. Head up again. Long ball from Emil Kraft. It's just...
It's going to ping back, isn't it? You know, we know that Alexander
nonsense.
Is that kind of striker.
It's nonsense.
We've got to build up. We're not being allowed to build up through the middle, you know, through Bruno because they're ratting all over us there. So they're forced to go long and we're not getting the ball in the air. So, something needs to change at half time. Mr. Howe has to earn his money at half time.
Absolutely.
That's a foul.
No doubt about it, Billy. No
what do you mean that's not a foul? You're having a frigging laugh there, ref.
And Bournemouth come forward against Semenyo, knocked off the ball.
Go on, Anthony.
Gordon. Oh,
What's
that's
that?
terrible.
Oh, he
But
got
Joe
away with
Linton
it.
manages to get it, and he plays it to the right to Isak. Good tackle. And that stopped a real opportunity there.
Yeah.
But that ball from Gordon just says it all for me. How that managed to get to Joe Linton.
Yeah, Joe managed to make something out of that. He did well there, but I mean, Gordon again. Gordon and Bennett.
Well, Gordon Bennett could probably do better than what we've seen so far, Billy. Oh, dear. I mean, we're in the final 10 seconds of the 45. I can only see a minute or so being added on. But it ain't been great, Billy.
Yeah, 3 minutes. That'll be that player who went down with his bad finger, wasn't it?
Oh, yes. I forgot about
Kirkes.
that. Kirky Kez.
Good ball. Oh, come on, Sean.
Yeah. This is not great if you're a Newcastle United fan watching this. Play on by the referee. Brought forward now by Ryan Christie. Christie, that's far too easy getting through the three of our midfielders there.
Yeah. Bournemouth probably wanted a free kick there so they can get the big men up again because we're not defending well at all, are we?
Jesus. I mean, Bournemouth look like they're just happy to keep possession now and see it through to half-time. Which are perfectly entitled to do so, of course. But I think this is actually worse than last season's performance. Cole Palmer scored for Chelsea right on half-time. 2-1 their lead at Wolves. I mean, it's just too easy for Bournemouth, Billy. There's, you know, they're not being pressured when they're on the ball. They've got all the time in the world.
I'm sure that should have been a free kick to them, but ref didn't give it.
No. Here's Livramento inside now for Bruno, who has a bit of space just over the halfway line, looking for a runner. Isak comes deep for it. Here is Isak. There's nobody out to his left-hand side. It's back to Bruno. Bruno now in for Sean Longstaff. Longstaff's got Murphy outside of him. Murphy now towards the penalty area. Clips it into Sean Longstaff, and it's not a great ball. That's too tight to play a ball like that, for God's sake. And it's a Bournemouth goal kick.
The thing is they know there's no point in crossing the ball in, so what are they supposed to do? It's strange. We need to get something different. We need to start playing in a different manner. Maybe get Gordon off and get a Sulu on. Get some physicality up the front because we're not able to play through the middle. Maybe we have to take a different approach to it.
Well, you know what, Billy? The worrying thing for me is the 20 minutes last week, again, 11 versus 11, we were terrible, right? Southampton were by far the better side. The sending off obviously changes the game and the way we play, etc. 11 against Bournemouth in this first half has been utterly dreadful.
Yeah.
It's got to be a worry. You know, we can't. It's not. You know, we're all over the shop, man. Here's Joe Linton. Plays it out to the right. Oh, that is, dear God, there's no. He's just kicked it straight out of play.
Yeah, he needs to come off as well. That'll be the change I'll be making. We'll look for Joe Linton and Osula for Gordon.
Jesus Christ, this is terrible, Billy. I mean, it's actually terrible.
Yeah, this is Bruce-esque, I have to say. Bruce-esque.
I mean, there is some quality on that pitch for us, and we just haven't seen any of it. Couple of touches by Isak, and there is the halftime whistle. Eddie, I suggest you get in, have a serious word, and sort it out, because we were absolutely shite. Absolutely shite.
Yeah, we have no outlets. That's the problem. No outlets. Joe Linton's having the worst game he's had in a Newcastle shirt and in the midfield position, and it's all adding up to an absolute shit show, to be fair.
Yep, absolutely. Look, I don't get it, Billy. I mean, where do you go with that? And people will be saying, oh, you know, you're negative, you're negative. What is positive about that? Somebody in the chat tell me if there's any positivity to come out of that first half, because I didn't see any. First 12 minutes, we looked a little bit up for it. However, absolute terrible since then. Bournemouth have controlled the game. They've hit the bar. They've scored a goal. We have looked absolutely awful. So if there's anybody in the chat can see something positive, then please tell me. Because Billy, you can't see anything.
Literally, you could make 5 subs at half time, and you couldn't say it'd be wrong doing so. I mean, Gordon, Joe Linton have been nothing worse, nothing short of absolute dire. Yeah, Joe Linton's in the side for his physicality. He's been bullied off the ball. He's given the ball away. He's at fault for the goal. Yeah, Longstaff ain't been great either. Gordon's just not interested. Isak looks like he is interested, but he's got no support with him.
It's just, he's not getting the ball. Adnan, we were good. We were good before the goal.
We were good for about 15 minutes, weren't we?
Yeah, first 15 minutes, but then they dominated us, Adnan. They hit the bar and everything before they scored. Breen says, sorry, I'm normally very positive, but that's really, really awful. Luke says, if Eddie can't change this second half, I dread to think, but questions. Jimmy says, the weather looks good. Yeah. Northumbrian Rockhopper says, the wheels have come off. We are shit. Southern Geordie, rubbish, fuming. Shameful performance, says Reading Ronan. Simon says, Pope, the only decent player. It's only 1-0, Paul. Well, that's not really the point, is it? I mean, we're talking about how we're playing here. It could have easily been 2. Joe Linton lost the ball 17 times the last we played Bournemouth, and he's having a mare in this one as well.
He doesn't do well against Bournemouth as well. I can remember Philip Billing totally out-muscled him at St James's Park the season before last. So, it's he doesn't seem to do well against Bournemouth.
Dean says, I dare you to defend Howe. Pathetic shit show. Well, listen, at the minute, there's no defending anybody as far as the Newcastle side of things concerned. Keith, thank you for your super chats. Who am I watching? That is not Newcastle. No one is worth mentioning. Mid-table team at best so far. Shite. I mean, listen, it is shite. And I'm going to call it as it is, as we normally do on this channel, Billy. It is shite. Over 4,000 watching now across both platforms on Twitter and across YouTube. Thank you very much for your support, guys. Please do subscribe if you're new to the channel. It's your #1 channel for live commentary for Newcastle United and everything else Newcastle. Peter McArdle, thank you for your super chat. Howe and Mitchell need to get their fingers out of their arses and get signings in. Top 4 having a laugh. Oh, we look anything but at the minute. Anything but. Ab says Murphy was dreadful. Longstaff and J7 terrible. Kraft's shocking. Pope's kicking diabolical. And the rest pretty average. I think that about sums it up. I mean, Murphy.
I don't think
Murphy was all right. Yeah, but sometimes he's moved out of position, Billy, when we've tried to get the ball to him. And
I don't think Kraft's been awful either.
But the problem is, Billy, people are watching Kraft clear the ball. And I don't know whether they're under instruction, the defence, to do that, because how many times we punted that ball long in the first half to absolutely nobody?
I don't think it's instruction. I think they've cut out Bruno. They've stopped us playing short, and so we have to go long. And they know they can win them all day long. They'll eat them up for breakfast all day and every day.
But that's where the manager comes in. He's got to change something. He's got to make something happen.
Well, the change I'd make for that is I'd take Burn off, put Kelly in at centre half, and bring it all on. At least you get a bit more creativity. Good pass, crisp pass with the ball. But again, it still leaves the problem with Gordon. It still leaves the problem with Joe Linton. 3 changes at least I'd make.
Crin says the positive is just 1 down. Yeah, it is a positive that we're only 1-0 down. Craig says the same. It's only 1-0. Yeah, listen, we could go out second half, turn it on, and win the game by a couple of goals. We are capable of doing that, but not the way we're playing right now. That is the worry, is the way we're playing. What are the tactics for this game? You know, that's what I'm asking. What the tactics are? There doesn't seem to be any, and that's what's worrying me, Billy.
Well, both wingers are coming inside. I mean, I don't understand why. I mean, surely it's going to be advantageous to us to stretch the pitch as much as possible and use the pace that we've got on the flanks. Don't do it. We're just being Bruno's on his own in the middle of the park, really. We can't play it short. We can't play through the middle as we usually do with Bruno because they're marking him. They're really. I mean, firstly, you had Christie kicking him, and then you had someone else kicking him, and they're definitely trying to kick him out of the game. So they're stopping that way out. So we're having to hit it long, and they're eating them all. Isak isn't that kind of striker, is he? Especially against 2 big centre halves. Yeah.
Evermore, dreadful first half, lads. Lacking quality all over the pitch. Can't keep the ball or get out our passes off. Barnes and Willock on for second half to inject quality. Yeah. We do need some sort of quality in the middle of that part because, I mean, we're just seeing the goal again, Billy. It's unforgivable. You can't be doing that.
Yeah, Luton, but then again, there's 2 men there. Kraft's watching the middle. Livramento again at the back post, watching everything. Where is he?
Yeah, why aren't there? Yeah. He's looking straight at him, isn't he? From 1 to 11, we've been awful, says Slothy Vlogs. They've left the pitch, says King Quinn. That is a positive. Durban Sky Slot says, I don't know how anyone thought it was going to be any different under this Nugget Howe. Well, the manager needs to come in for some criticism as well. There's no doubt about that. But there is the second half to go. Let's wait and see. And obviously, we'll see how it finishes. Jens, thank you for your super chat. Why the fook is Kelly playing? Ridiculous. Well, it was a tactical move by Eddie. Max says we've learned nothing from last season. No press, exactly the same. Slow build-up. Howe needs out. I mean,
I agree with that. There's no intensity again, is there?
There isn't any intensity. And this is, Eddie was talking about this in his press conference, that we need to be better away from home. Well, how are we going to be better playing exactly the same way that we did last season? We're just too easy to get through. Far too easy to get through.
When I said we've gone into low block mode, that was a concerning bit, and that's what should have kind of spoke volumes for me. Because once we do that, we're very vulnerable.
Neil, the goal was not offside, mate. We've seen it right across the line. There's no way that goal was offside when the ball was played. He was behind Lloyd Kelly. You're clutching at straws, Neil, mate. It just was not offside. Why does Eddie Howe play possession? It's stupid. We have no Tonali.
I mean, that's a good point. Once Tonali comes back in, we will be able to keep possession more and be more attacking. But we haven't got him in minutes, so we have to find a way around it. I mean, Sean Longstaff was fine season before last when we finished fourth. I don't think he's been our worst player, Sean Longstaff. He ain't been great, but he ain't been our worst by a country mile.
Yeah. Gary says this is dismal. They're playing like they don't know where each other are. Something is not right with this lot. Rencher says Gordon looks barely interested. I can't disagree with that. I cannot, as much as it pains me to disagree with that. To agree with that, I can't disagree because he's looked uninterested, and it was the same last week. He didn't seem to want to be in the game. And you know what? Yeah. When he's playing like this, Billy, you think has his head been turned? Has something happened to turn his head? And he's not willing to risk putting everything in case he gets injured.
It's either that or he's just really rusty. I mean, I'm not sure.
I mean, this is what will make people talk about that, though. The guy who's off work for a bad ankle problem wishes he could go back to work.
There was a guy in the chat, wasn't there? Mentioned that.
Oh dear. Michael says, Paul, you're spot on. Gordon is not interested. Have Liverpool been on the phone? Paul Brardale says the only positive is we get beat on Wednesday and Howe gets the sack. Oh dear me.
I don't think it's that one. No, it's not going to happen while the England talk's going, mate. Seriously.
Well, Scally says, really, it's one half of football. The first 20 minutes were good. Last 25, not so much. Scally, I agree. We were good. First 15, I think, not 20. But you know what it is? We looked up for it. Well, some players looked up for it. But we've been dreadful since then, and that's got to worry you, Scally. It really has. I know there's another half of football yet.
Well, it could have took Bournemouth 20 minutes to understand what they were trying to do to stop us. And once Christie got booked for kicking Bruno, he moved on to the next player, and someone else took Bruno. They're just cutting off the passing lanes, aren't they? And we haven't hit it long, and it's just going straight back.
This is where we see what the manager does by looking to change things, looking to change the tactics of the game, because Bournemouth have simply worked us out. We now need Eddie Howe to go in there at halftime, shake it up a little bit, and try something different, because he's got the opportunity to try something different. He's got the players to try something different. So let's see what he does with it, because we need something different, Billy.
Well, we could bring Hall on, drop him in the 6, and put Boone a bit further forward. That would give us more passing options as well.
Yeah. Avina, thank you for your super chat. Eddie for England. He's not improved since Bournemouth. Said it last season. I mean, Marcus says we just look second best, tired, lethargic. Yeah, I agree with tired and lethargic. How is that, Billy? How are we tired and lethargic? We played one game this season and then had 8 days since the game.
I don't think it's tiredness. I just think it's maybe mixed communications from the manager. You know, they may have been confused we've seen Kelly come in for Hall when Hall's been a massive creative presence for us all pre-season. You know. Players do think like that. They think, well, what's he change that for? What are we doing? I can't see any formation. I can't see what Gordon Murphy doing, pushing inwards. Don't get it. Don't get in.
I mean, Isak was playing mainly to the right-hand side in that first half.
For a lot of the first half, yeah. So I don't understand it. I don't understand what the manager's trying to get him to do. I really don't.
Simon Muller, thank you for your super chat. Pope, the only player worth his place right now. Yeah, we're forgetting that big save he made from Evan Nielsen, Billy.
Yeah,
he made a superb save from him, and and then they've hit the bar as well. It could easily be 3.
I mean, his distribution ain't been great, though, has it?
No.
I mean, apart his actual goalkeeping's been okay, but the one thing he hasn't done is distribute the ball very well.
But the problem I've got, Billy, is when he's getting the ball passed back to him, there's Bournemouth players all over him straight away. It's like we're not taking care. Dark by Design says should be fined a week's wages for that performance. Terrible. Well, there's a second half yet. Let's. I mean, how do we turn it around, Billy? In your mind, where does this game get turned around? Given that, do you think you'll make any changes at half time? Because I don't.
Potentially, no.
We've said this a million times. When things need changing, he doesn't do it.
No, probably not. He'll probably give Joe Linton a chance to make up for his mistake. Personally, I'd rather him bring a Hall on, take Longstaff off, and push Bruno into that 8, and see how we go from there, and see if we can get some creativity from the middle of the park, because we haven't got any at all. We can't just keep lumping it up front to that big centre half to eat it up all day, every day. Yeah. We need to be creative in the middle of the park. So, and maybe get Gordon off as well. If we're going to want to go physical up front, then you bring a Sulu on, don't you?
Keith Truscott, thank you for another super chat. Has Eddie learned from last season's and changed at half time and not Eddie o'clock? My guess is no change at all. Ian Chilvers, thank you for being a member for 19 months. Thank you for your support, buddy. Something off behind the scenes. The whole team looked miserable. Calvin, thank you for your super chat. What's wrong with Gordon? Anonymous first half. Graham Ritchie, thank you for your super chat. Eddie needs to change things now. Barnes on for Gordon and Hall on second half. Well, I guess we'll see in due course. Lando Norris is winning the Grand Prix at the minute as well, Billy.
Yeah, he's nearly 12 seconds ahead, yeah.
Yeah. Dylan, thank you for your super chat. Everything just looks so half-arsed and slow. I mean, you know what? It's right. John Adams, a member for 10 months. Thank you, John. If wait for Eddie o'clock in this game, not a great outlook. Why did I get up for 1 a.m.? Oh, dear.
Yeah. You see people I feel sorry for having to get up in the middle of the night to watch that shit.
Indeed. We're close to the second half again, guys. So just to reiterate, if you are in front of us, and you're going to kick off before me, just pause your TV and then hit play when I say, right, we're underway. And no spoilers in the chat, please, guys. Thank you for that. Villa fan in the chat. Hi, Paul and Billy. What do you make of Morgan Rogers? Do you rate him?
Dude, brilliant yesterday. He had an awesome game. Yeah. Shame about the rest of them.
Yeah. We're ready to go for the second half. Newcastle will get us underway. There is no changes. Surprise, surprise.
7 minutes, 22 minutes, then you'll get them.
Yep, absolutely. Just waiting for the referees go ahead, and Isak will get us underway. I can only hope that stern words were said in that dressing room at halftime. And we're still waiting for David Coote's watch to tick over. And we can get this second half underway. You're watching Matchday live on the Toon Review. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. Please do subscribe if you are new to the channel. And come and be part of this fantastic community here on the Toon Review. I think he's waiting for VAR to give him the go-ahead to kick off, Billy, because it's just delayed here. And we're finally underway. We are underway for the second half. Thomas, thank you for your super chat. Billy is looking ready to sport mutton chops. Mutton chops. Interesting. Dr. House, thank you for your super chat. Only positive so far is your commentary, lads. Thank you very much. Stato is in the chat. Too many technicians out of this team. No share. Botman, Trippier, Hall, Tonali. Loose passes, no oomph, no control. Wednesday can't come soon enough.
Didn't have to be that way, did it, Stato? He could have played Trippier, he could have played Hall.
Yeah, absolutely. But anyway, last season, away record, last 2 Premier League seasons. 11 defeats away from home last season was unforgivable, but we did have injuries, etc. But
there's no injuries now, really, is there?
No, there is no injuries. Livramento, nice. Looked like he was leaving that and then springs forward, plays the ball up to Isak. Isak clips it right. Little 1-2 with Murphy. Isak again, another ball to Murphy. Murphy then blasts the ball. That's not a good ball from Jacob Murphy at all. Gordon's managed to keep it in. I don't know who Murphy was aiming for there.
He was aiming for Gordon, but he sliced it. I mean, Gordon was in if he'd played the right pass.
Yeah. Here is Anthony Gordon now. Inside to Joe Linton. Joe Linton out to Lloyd Kelly. Kelly back to Joe. Into Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon across to Longstaff.
He wants too much time on the ball. Too much time on the ball. You know, the momentum dies when he gets the ball, doesn't it?
Now he's made a good run into the box here, though. Longstaff, is that a penalty? No, says the referee. I did think he went down very easily, Billy. You know, you've got to, with Sean, I mean, here we're going to see a replay. Took a very heavy touch there.
He's still in control of the ball. That's a penalty.
Nah, not
that's a penalty. You can't come across and push him over.
He's just doing his job, but he doesn't push him over. He just stands him up. But VAR have looked at it. No penalty. I mean, I think it's a good decision, Billy. I know you disagree, but anyway, we're coming back again here with Isak. Isak into the penalty area. Isak, and he's won a Newcastle corner.
Yeah, we've started well again, haven't we?
Come out fighting in this second half, Bill.
Yeah, we've started as we did the first, to be honest. I mean, this is the carbon copy of the first half.
Yeah, we did start very, very positively. Isak tried to drill a shot in there, but it was blocked. And we now have a corner.
No short corners, please. Let's have it in the middle.
Yeah, we've got some tall guys in there.
Isak's sending them forward. You know,
well, look at them three. You know, Kelly's a big lad. Burns a big lad. Isak is.
Mismatch Kelly and Cook, that's for certain.
It's Gordon, and it's a short one to Bruno.
Off.
Bruno now. Pays it back to Emil Kraft on the edge of the box, and the move's kind of gone a little bit dead. Gordon floats it in, and Byrne wins it. I would have left that for Joe Linton, who was in a better position coming in behind him. And Bournemouth, Bruno, that's a foul. And he's give it. Well, the linesman give it, and it's a free kick, literally down by the corner flag. Good ball in from Anthony Gordon. I think we were offside, actually, had the goal been scored there. Joe Linton was offside.
I don't think Byrne was, but he's got a headlock of 50 pence piece, hasn't he?
Anyway, Gordon now crosses it in. Isak's touch bounces around the penalty area, cleared away by Bournemouth, and Livramento takes it down. Still in the Bournemouth half. Plays it wide for Gordon. Gordon back to Livramento. And now to go. Run with it, Anthony. He's just stand still with the ball.
He's worried about losing it, isn't he, in that area? I mean, he shouldn't be there, really, let's be honest.
Here is Gordon cutting across the field. There's it back for Emil Kraft. Kraft now to Livramento. And Livramento taking too long. He's almost lost the ball. Kraft now has to clear it away quickly out of play. Dreadful from Newcastle. Dreadful. But we do well to win it back there. Murphy and Longstaff. Here is Longstaff now. Inside for Bruno. Bruno's taken out, lost the ball. And now Bournemouth break forward. Over the halfway line. Here goes Cook. Cook can play through. There's no right back in position. And he's got all the way at the byline here. What on earth are we doing? Semenyo, it's blocked brilliantly. I think it's Dan Byrne.
I don't know what Team Livramento's doing. You watch what he does here.
I know. Where is he?
Well, he stops. Look at him now. Now, look, stops. Look, what's he doing there?
And it's a last gasp challenge. It's a brilliant challenge from Dan Byrne. Let's give Byrne credit here. That is a fabulous tackle. Semenyo just need to tap that in. And at the last minute, Byrne comes in with a fabulous tackle to deny Bournemouth a second goal. But again, 6s and 7s at the back, losing the ball really easily. In comes the corner. It's bouncing around, somehow goes through everybody. Kraft now takes it away for Newcastle. And then Kraft goes down, no free kick. Tavernier now to Kluivert. Kluivert, well, he tried a little fancy move there and it's drafted out to play for a goal kick. We're just not strong enough on the ball, Billy. There's so many weak players who are not strong enough when they're on the ball.
I mean, that counter-attack was shocking.
Yep.
Defensive play was just, I mean, brilliant from Byrne. But, I mean, should never been left in that position, should he?
Nope. Long ball. Joe Linton takes it down on his thigh. Gordon goes down. Free kick to Newcastle. Newcastle in a hurry to get on with it here. Bruno trying a bit of shithousery. And here is Bruno now in the centre circle for Newcastle. Again, pressured. And again, he goes down. He wins a free kick, takes it quickly to Byrne. Byrne cuts inside of Kluivert, who almost got the ball there. Terrible touch from Bruno. Loses the ball again. Played over the top, looking for the run this time of the Brazilian. And he's in with a shot straight at Nick Pope. And his name's gone blank on me there. Ed, whatever his name is.
Evan Nielsen.
Evan Nielsen, that's him. I mean, again, too easy. Look, just knocks Kraft out of the way. And he's allowed to get a shot in. A foul on Anthony Gordon. Well, I mean, Billy, we've had nearly 7 minutes of the second half. I mean, what do you reckon?
Well, we started well for the first 2 minutes, and since then we've been dog shit again.
Mm-hmm.
Referee, come on. They're just kicking shit out of us, and the referee's allowing them to do it, to be fair, as well.
Yeah. I mean, they've been very physical, but look, whatever their game plan is, Billy, it is working, whatever we say. And that's a terrible kick from Pope. My God, get your act together, guys.
Awful, wasn't it?
Jesus Christ. I mean, Tavernier's almost got through 3 Newcastle players there. And look how fired up for them. I mean, Evan Nielsen comes back. He's working his ass off. We're just all out of the shop. Just completely all out of the shop right now. Livermento's throw. Again, you know, he throws it to Joe Linton, who is heavily marked, and we lose the ball again. And here come Bournemouth. Shot comes in, it's blocked. That may go for a corner. Indeed, it does.
Goal kick, I think.
No goal kick, sorry. Yeah, Semenyo can't keep it in. And to be honest, there's no activity on the Newcastle bench last time I saw Billy either.
No, well, you should have been changed by now. Really should have.
I mean, did you see that pass from Burn to Kelly there?
Yeah. It's just shocking. It really is.
And
I mean, come on, ref.
Linton manhandled this time by Cook. And we play it quickly now to Bruno. Bruno brings it forward. But again, Clivett all over him. Bruno's ball out to the right-hand side. There was definitely a shirt pull. But to be fair, the referee, yeah, he did allow an advantage. And he says there wasn't one.
That's about his fifth foul.
I mean, there was a shirt pull. That should be a booking, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, just seeing the background, Billy, there is subs warming up.
Yeah.
But we saw that throughout the whole game against Southampton. He had the subs warming up.
Yeah, I can see Harvey Barnes warming up.
Yep. Bruno's free kick now towards Isak, but the referee has pulled it back.
Oh, thank God. Hadn't
blown his whistle. Oh, it was a shocking free kick.
Oh,
to be fair, I don't think some of the Newcastle players were ready for the free kick either. But now we've got to come back and get back into position again. Here it comes from Bruno. Out towards the right-hand side. Joe Linton beaten in the air again. And Bournemouth get the ball. But that's well won back.
Joe.
Murphy's cross. There's nobody in the box. And it's gone out for a goal kick.
Not much else you could do there.
No, I mean, he's fired a quick crossing, which is, you know, why not? Why not fire the quick crossing? But nobody there. Who's that? Is that the Bournemouth chairman or the owner?
Bill Foley.
Bill Foley. The Bournemouth chairman. Again, Kraft battling with Evan Nielsen, but this time Kraft is penalised.
That's 6-1 after Geneva, for Christ's sake.
Or they play a quick free kick and Evan Nielsen's in, but the referee's pulled it back.
Luckily for us.
Jesus Christ. Bournemouth are furious with that.
Quite rightly as well.
Evan Nielsen was in. I mean, I guess you've got to ask the referee permission to quickly take a free kick. Bradinho is saying, get Steve Bruce back. No. Why would you say that? Jesus Christ. Please keep subscribing if you are new to the channel, guys. Come and be part of an incredible community. It's the #1 channel for all your Newcastle United content, including live commentary of every game this season. As Bournemouth take the free kick to the back post and Lloyd Kelly just gets ahead on it.
Someone's got to give him a shout there. There's no one behind him.
Oh, Semenyo was, Billy.
Well, yeah, but he had a play between the two of them. Why would he flick it out for a corner when he could have headed it away the other way? I don't understand that. There was no communication there for me.
Well, there's been none in the whole game, has there? To be honest with you, Chelsea now 3-2 ahead at Wolves. Madueke has scored, Billy, on 49 minutes.
I don't think we'll be getting him somehow.
Yeah, another target. Looks like it's.
He scored Thursday from as well, didn't he?
He did indeed. Anyway, it's going to be an in-swinging corner for Bournemouth here when the referee lets it go. A little bit of pushing and shoving in the penalty area. In it comes, fired in to the back post, and it's a goal kick. I mean, that was launched in there, Billy.
Mm. They've obviously seen a few weak links in our defensive play, and they're exploiting them fantastically, I've got to say.
Mm. I mean, Senesi went down in the box there under Bruno. I'm not sure there was anything in that, to be honest.
He started, didn't he? Oh, no, poke there. Oh, good grief.
And Kieran Trippier is on for Tino Livramento. And Harvey Barnes is also on the pitch for Jacob Murphy.
Interesting. Gordon to the right, I guess.
So is that Gordon to the right to link up with Trippier? Yes, he has. Gordon's gone right. I feel sorry for Jacob Murphy, though. I mean, I know he hasn't been great, but Gordon's been anonymous. Well, we'll see if that change makes anything. But at least he didn't wait till Eddie Howe o'clock, Billy. That's a positive.
No.
Newcastle have the most goals by subs since start of last season, with 14 goals from the subs. Well, we'll soon see. But Barnes has got to perform now. There's no doubt about it. We have to see more from Harvey. As Trippier just waiting to take this throw in, which seems to be taking an absolute age here.
Tally didn't bring Almon on for Murphy, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. But we said it a few times, would he go with Gordon on the right and then Barnes on the left? And we're getting ourselves all tongue-tied here at the back. And Pope's kick is... Oh, my God!
Has he got wellies on?
Here's Semenya now, coming down the right-hand side into the penalty area. Fires it towards goal, and it's over the bar. But he has caused us all sorts of problems down there right-hand side.
Yeah.
Running it. As soon as he gets a sight of the goal, he fires it in. And of course, if they keep that down, you know, you could get a lucky ricochet. Which what is that, Burn? Jesus Christ, how lucky we were! He certainly did
fantastic there. He did really well,
and he's done well there to get the ball out to Barnes. He's took a knock for that. Barnes now, two players round him. Barnes, Isak plays it inside to Bruno. And Bruno is now across to Trippier. This is better from Newcastle. Trippier's ball in, all the way to the back post. Barnes almost got a volley. And now Semenya brings it down. He is tracked by Lloyd Kelly.
Do you know what people talk about Brian and Bremo as our right wing? I'd take Semenya all day long.
Yeah, he looks electric, doesn't he? Burn fighting. Evan Nielsen does well. Now Joe Linton. Newcastle just getting a bit of impetus here, Billy. But we need to keep it going.
Well, Trippier's offering us more down the right-hand side, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
From an attacking point of view. Whether he can do it defensively, I don't know, but that's
Bruno
a great
clips towards Gordon, but Neto's off his line very, very quickly to get the ball and safely gathers it for Bournemouth. So we've had an hour, Billy, or just over. Thoughts?
Yeah, it's very much like the first half, isn't it? We started well. They've come into the game more, and I think they're more physical than us. Get to every second ball first. But we do look a tad better than the first half, and the changes hopefully will make us better.
Yeah. Joe Linton.
Joe Linton's doing well second half, I've got to say.
Yeah, he has. He has woken up. That's a lovely touch by Longstaff. And now Isak. Just his touch let him down there, but it comes to Gordon. Now Trippier. This is much better from Newcastle. Bruno on the edge of the box now. Bruno floats one to the back post. Just too high for Isak, but he gets to it to head it across. And it's cleared away. Just slightly lower there for Isak, and he would have been able to put the header on goal, but he had to stretch to play it back across. But Bournemouth are rattled here.
They are rattled, and Trippier's already creating differences, isn't he? He's making a great difference on that right flank, getting balls in, getting forward quickly. He was up the pitch, very sharpish there. Something we didn't see from Liverman. So,
yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Here's Dan Burn now. Joe Linton. Back to Burn. Burn to Lloyd Kelly. Kelly turns, plays the poor ball, actually loses out. And Bournemouth now with Clivert can come down this right-hand side. Semenya now, who's been a thorn in our side for the whole game so far. Now Cook to Clivert, back to Cook. Semenya inside, playing a little 1-2 there. Back to Cook. And Bournemouth just having a little bit of possession here, trying to maybe reset and weather the storm from Newcastle in the last few minutes, Bill.
Yeah, it's been a bit better, hasn't it, second half? Hopefully, Trippier can get goal side here. And he does.
Yeah, he does.
Defended.
Yeah, corner to Bournemouth. Ivan says Trips gives stability and direction during the match.
Yeah,
well, he's certainly done that since he's come on. No doubt about it. No idea why Eddie gets get a rep for attacking football away from home. I don't know what that's. Away from home, we just park the bus.
Fair comment. It's a very fair comment.
Yeah. And then try and unpark the bus too late. But we'll see what happens. In comes the corner for Bournemouth. Pope gets a hand on it to flick it away. Can Lloyd Kelly get there first? He can. But that's going to run out for a throw into Bournemouth. And a little bit of a laugh there with Tavernier, his old teammate, of course.
Yeah, he pushed him out of the way, didn't he?
Yep. And Bournemouth have the ball back. Let's just hope they haven't taken the sting out of Newcastle's bid to recover. Long ball played out again to Semenya. Took that down on his left foot fantastically. And now running at Lloyd Kelly into the box.
Backing off.
Oh, it should have been 2-0. They've missed a sitter. It's Evan Nielsen at the back post. Semenya, just absolute glorious skills from the right winger. He had Lloyd Kelly all. Oh, my goodness me. That should have been 2, Billy.
I think that's shocking defending from Lloyd Kelly, just backing off and let him do as he wanted.
Yeah,
I mean,
dreadful. That's
really poor from him. And it should have been 2-0 and really poor from the far post for Evan Nielsen.
Well, Ryan Christie's coming off for Bournemouth. And he is replaced by Alex Scott.
Good grief.
Yeah. Very, very talented player is Alex Scott. And Newcastle now trying to play it out from the back. A bit of a heavy touch by Bruno and then just Nick. Oh, my good God. He's got to improve that. His kicking is dreadful. It's absolutely sodden dreadful. And Bournemouth have it back and played all the way back to Neto. And he launches one up the field. Just over 64 minutes gone. Still 1-0 to Bournemouth. And while it's 1-0, Billy, there's always a chance. They've missed some chances, Bournemouth, in this game. But here's Big Joe now. Piling forward. Gives it to Harvey Barnes. Barnes inside on his right. Lays it into Bruno. Bruno, good control this time. Keeps possession of the ball. Looks for help.
He's got no help with him now, has he?
No, and Longstaff has to go back to Burn. Now to Lloyd Kelly. Kelly to Joe Linton. Joe Linton again is heavily pressed, pushed over, free kick to Newcastle.
Ball kicked away, not a word said to him.
No. Let's cut to Liverpool, shall we, to watch the Liverpool players come into the dressing room. Honestly.
Why didn't they show them having the pre-match meal as well? We could have had that, couldn't we?
Well, all the morning shit. Nice play by Joe Linton. Played through for Isak. This is an opportunity for Newcastle. Oh, Isak's control is dreadful. Yeah, and he's running out of play.
Decided to click off as we were attacking. That's really poor from Sky.
Yeah, absolutely dreadful. But so was Isak's touch.
Yeah, it was.
Dear. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining Matchday Live on the Toon Review. Please do keep subscribing if you are new to the channel. We have a fantastic community here on the channel as we try and grow and grow and grow. It's your #1 channel for Newcastle United live commentary, news shows, transfer shows. We've got it all. We've got it all. So come and be part of this amazing community. It's free to subscribe and keep hitting that thumbs up button if you are enjoying today's commentary, guys. Thank you so much. Nino Adrovics, welcome to Members Club. Thank you very much for signing up and your support. Much appreciated. As Bournemouth come down their right-hand side again, Semenya, who has caused nothing but problems for Newcastle United today. Inside to Clivert. He goes inside again to Cook. Cook will spread Bournemouth's wings out to the left-hand side now. There's another goal at well, Chelsea now 4-2 up, and it's Madueke again. Yeah. I don't think he'd be signing for us, Billy.
Go on.
Bruno, that's a good ball over
Pretty
top.
solid.
Look at Barnes. Barnes is unmarked in the middle. Oh, Alexander, he finds him now. Harvey Barnes. Oh, he's put it wide. Massive chance for Newcastle. I mean, Barnes was completely clear at one stage. Should he have played it back across goal? Isak was screaming for it. I think Harvey's got every right to hit that, to be honest.
Yeah, and the one positive is he went it with his left foot, but
yeah, just wide.
I think he's got to do better.
Yeah. And another couple of changes now. Joe Willock and Lewis Hall are going to be entering the fray once the ball goes out of play again. So I would imagine
good tackle.
Kelly and Longstaff, Billy?
Potentially.
Here's Anthony Gordon now. It's not great from Anthony Gordon. He's lost the ball again.
And he's fell over.
I mean, I'd take him off, to be honest, and I'd put Willock on the right. Just give us something going forward.
Maybe he will.
Evan Nielsen for Bournemouth, taken out very late, but manages to get the ball to Semenya. Semenya running at Lloyd Kelly again. Semenya, a few step overs down to the byline. He did well. I thought he did better there, but Bournemouth do have a corner.
Much better.
Didn't dive in, did he? Stood up this time.
No. And didn't give him an entry through to goal like he did last time.
Yeah. Interesting comment there. No Miggy either. I guess. Could he be on his way? I mean,
we've still got one change to make, haven't we?
Yeah.
No, have we now? This will be they've made 3.
Not sure, maybe.
Trippier and who else? Come on, can't remember. Barnes, wasn't it? So we've still got one left, haven't we? For bringing 2 on now.
Yeah. Nearly 4,100 watching across 2 platforms, of course, YouTube and Twitter. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. In comes the corner towards the back post. Pope gets a good fist on that. It just goes sky high, but Clive is allowed to bring it down. Why was he allowed to do that? But we get out of trouble eventually. Bruno now. I mean, he wants a free kick and he gets one. Heart in the mouth.
How many free kicks are you allowed? How many fouls have you been allowed to make this game?
A lot. Well, Lloyd Kelly is coming off for Lewis Hall. That's a pretty obvious change, but it's who's coming on for Willock. Yeah, Longstaff off, Billy.
Yeah.
Lloyd Kelly getting a good clap from all around the ground there. Nice to see.
Well, I mean, Lewis Hall against Semenya is going to be a challenge for him.
Absolutely.
I would have been tempted to take Burn off and put Kelly in the middle, to be honest.
Here's Joe Linton. Nice ball to Bruno. Gives Bruno a chance to take the ball over the halfway line now. Still Bruno. Looks to the left to find Harvey Barnes. Lewis Hall. Nice ball inside to Willock. Willock to the byline. Pulls it back for Lewis Hall. Hall clips it across. Isak! Oh, he's got to do better than that.
Yeah, it was just slightly above him, wasn't it? And he just cleared off the line, wasn't it?
Jesus, wept.
Already, Lewis Hall, already with a positive.
Yeah, we look very positive down this left-hand side. Burn now, back to Hall. Lewis Hall cuts in, looking for runners. Gives it to Bruno. Bruno, nice ball into Harvey Barnes. Barnes now lays it into Gordon. Gordon, first time ball is blocked. Now Harvey Barnes. Newcastle playing well now. Cross it comes in. Joe Linton, what a save! Oh, what a save from Neto!
He should have scored, though, Paul. He should have scored.
Yeah, I do think that. I mean, it was very close to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, but he should have scored. He got the whole goal tray, Matt.
I guess we'll see them on a replay. And that was Willock caught on the back of the ankle. Jimmy Barr's gifted 5
His Achilles again. I hope not.
Yeah. Jimmy Barr, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. He is the first one, Billy. This was to the back post for Isak. Yeah, maybe he had to go back a couple of yards, but this is the other one from Joe Linton. Great ball in from Harvey Barnes.
Great
Joe
cross.
Linton up. He didn't even get his header on. It was his shoulder.
Yeah,
he mistyped the header.
Balls, yeah. But it's positive.
Absolutely. I mean, the subs have made a difference, but I guess I would probably say that we got our best 11 on the pitch at the minute, Billy. That we've got available, certainly in midfield. Because Willock gives you that extra something that Longstaff just hasn't got, as we've seen since Willock's come on.
Yep.
Trolls, thank you for gifting a membership as well. And Madueke has completed his hat-trick for Chelsea. They're now 5-2 ahead at Wolves.
Yeah, absolutely no chance of Madueke coming to Newcastle United. So just wipe that free from your memories. Never happened. Never was going to happen.
Absolutely, that's down the drain now. As substitutions for Bournemouth, Justin Kluivert is off, and Evan Nielsen is off as well. Sinistera and Quatara have come on the pitch, or Utara, whatever you want to call them. 4,200 watching across both platforms, Billy. Fantastic.
Unbelievable.
Please keep subscribing if you are new to the channel, guys. Of course, people watching on YouTube will only see how many are watching on YouTube, but we get to see how many are watching across both the platforms. 4,201 right now watching the show. Thank you, everybody. Really appreciate it. Please do subscribe if you are new to the channel. It's your number one go-to place for Newcastle United live commentary. Long ball again. Pope's come out. And, well, he got lucky there because he played it off.
Well, they wanted an offside, didn't they?
Well, Pope was furious it wasn't offside, but it's not going to be given. And it's going to be a throw to Newcastle, which Trippier will take. Just under 18 minutes to go. Bournemouth 1, Newcastle United 0. Newcastle have upped the ante a little bit within the last 10 minutes. They've had to because it couldn't be any worse.
Good ball.
Oh, good. Well, terrible foul there. But Barnes is up again. Here's Joe Linton. Barnes, if he can get that through to Lewis Hall now on the left-hand side. Hall cuts inside. Back to Joe Linton. Joe Linton across inside to Bruno. Good ball. Bruno. Great skills from Bruno. Finds Willock. Turns. Shot blocked. Wonderful skills from Bruno on the edge of the box. And Bournemouth managed to avoid the corner. You just feel there's a goal for us coming, Billy.
Yeah, we're playing really well at the precise moment in time, aren't we? That's a poor from Joe Linton, was it?
I think it was Willock, mate. But
we're still pressurising.
We're still on the ball. Kraft now. Cross to Byrne in the middle of the park. Oh,
That's
Byrne's pass is
pass.
absolutely rotten. But then theirs is rotten. Goes back to Dan Byrne again.
Well, this is what
Joe
we're
Linton.
doing with
Now Bruno. Bruno's playing further forward, Billy. I think that's what's given us an opportunity here. Here's Harvey Barnes. Great skill by Barnes. And just couldn't get the cross in. Back onto his right foot now. Willock in support. Willock floats one to the back post looking for Trippier. Headed away. Comes to Joe Linton. This is much better from Newcastle. But we've got players playing in the proper places here. And we actually, have some very good players on the pitch. Bruno. Now Trippier will let that roll out for a throw-in again. Can we get an equalizer? 70% possession for Newcastle in the last 10, Billy.
Yeah.
Tells a story.
Yeah, I think it's, we possibly deserve an equaliser now, the way we're playing at the minute in time.
Yeah.
Great
ball.
Ball.
What a ball. Now Willock. And Willock's
Get on your feet,
over.
you knobhead.
And Willock fell over there, and Bournemouth bring the ball away. And now they come on the attack. Pope came. Good defending, Emil Kraft. Really strong stuff.
Brilliant.
Now
Bournemouth
Byrne.
looked dead in the feet. I've got to say, Bournemouth looked dead in the feet at the last moment in time.
I agree, Billy. I totally agree. Here's Bruno now to Harvey Barnes. Barnes got Willock in support, but plays it inside to Bruno, who's getting much more forward and much more time on the ball. Now Joe Linton. He's within shooting range. Joe Linton to Gordon. Gordon now. Trippier outside of him. Trippier. That's not great, but he's won the ball back, and then he's fouled. Referee! Trippier goes down holding his left ankle. I think he's going to be all right, though. And Newcastle get on with it. Joe Linton now. Back to Kraft. To Byrne, who's got acres of space in the centre circle. Bournemouth look like they've given everything. 15 to go of normal time. Newcastle still a goal down, but certainly been on top the last 15 minutes of this game. Lewis Hall now brings it forward over the halfway line. Looks for support. Rolls it across to Kraft. Kraft has Trippier in support. Trippier now. First time ball down the line for Joe Linton. Great strength by Big Joe and wins the throw in. This is much better from Newcastle. But I don't understand, Eddie got the tactics and got the team wrong at the start. You've got to, there's no doubt about that. We look better, Billy.
Well, Lewis Hall is pushing Semenya back, isn't he? So they don't look much of a threat at all.
Absolutely.
This is a big thing. And
Barnes now again. Great play by Barnes. Holds onto the ball, cuts inside. Still Harvey Barnes. He's up for this. You can tell. Barnes onto his right foot now. Floats a beautiful ball in. It's Anthony Gordon. It's a brilliant goal. And is it offside?
No, I don't think so.
No, it's in. It's a brilliant ball from Harvey Barnes, and Newcastle United are level, and it's time to grab your granny because she's back from the beach. She's been on a deck chair, but now she's smoking a big, rotten Cuban cigar. It's 1-1, guys. What a ball from Barnes, Billy. He did brilliantly initially, but that's a really good finish from Gordon as well. And it's 1-1.
Do you know what? With the past 20 minutes since the first subs came on, we've been absolutely sublime, and we've deserved this equaliser. We could actually be ahead by this point, the chance we've missed. But what a bit of play from Harvey Barnes there. I've criticised him for not standing up when we needed him to. He's come on today and he's standing up all right. He's been brilliant.
Oh, Willock's lost the ball in a very dangerous position. Shot comes in just wide. And Scott could have made it 2-1 to Bournemouth.
Gosh, the fucking moist.
Jesus Christ, what a hit that was by Scott.
How close is that?
I think it's just shaved the goalpost, that, Billy.
Yeah, great effort.
Oh, my God. Millimetres.
Foot wide, tops.
Well, that would have been a kick in the nuts, wouldn't it, after equalising? But Jesus Christ. It's much more balanced with Gordon on the right and Barnes on the left. We've said it a million times.
Yes, it is. And Lewis Hall at left back as well. That's really been the change.
And here we come again. Oh, just couldn't get over the top for Barnes.
We've got the momentum.
Newcastle smell blood. Gordon looks like he's suddenly sparked into gear. I mean, it's a really good finish as well, Billy. It was a difficult controlling it on the half volley. But now Semenyo at the other end. Oh, he's rolled one just wide. My God, Bournemouth could have had 2 goals in the last 30 seconds.
I mean, Lewis Hall did everything right. It's just gone through his legs, I think.
Yeah, it took a slight deflection off him as well. I think Margaret T, thank you very much for gifting a Toon Review membership. That's very kind. Bournemouth have a corner. This game ain't over yet. Just under 12 minutes to go, plus whatever the referee adds on at the end. Good God, it could be anybody's game, this. Tremendous stuff.
We've got the pace on as well. We're looking Gordon. We've got a lot to be fighting over for. We've just got to defend properly. We'll win this game.
And the header goes over the bar, and Newcastle win a goal kick. Come on, boys. I think that was actually, definitely a goal kick.
Let's not forget the contribution Kieran Trippier has made as well.
Oh, absolutely, Billy. I mean, like I say, I think we've got what probably should have been the starting 11 for me on the pitch now. I don't know whether you agree, but George T, thank you for your super chat. What a change. This is what I love about the Toon. Roller coaster. Absolutely.
Well, I just hope we don't do a Southgate and go back into our shell again because since you've scored, they've been on top again.
But I agree with you, Billy. Bournemouth look tired, though. And we don't want to give them that sort of second wind.
We have done already. I mean, they've been on top since we scored.
Yeah, here they come again. Cross comes in. Joe Linton intercepts now. Joe Linton's played a terrible ball, and we're in trouble here. Semenyo again on the end of the box. Great tackle from Bruno. But Joe Linton could have been at fault for another goal there, and Bruno just clears it anywhere. Dear me.
We've handed the momentum straight back to him. It's Southgate-esque, this is. It is.
I can't disagree with you. I can't disagree with you, mate. For whatever the instruction has come, I mean, Christ, we could go and get the 3 points here. I mean, Bournemouth are trying to see. You can see what they're doing, Billy. They're slowing the game down. Trippier, though, good interception. Now Anthony Gordon inside to Joe Linton. Joe Linton gives it ahead now to Bruno. Bruno plays it out wide brilliantly for Gordon. Gordon, Isak screaming in the middle, but Gordon still has it. Crosses in, deflected. Newcastle now. It's end-to-end at the Vitality, guys.
Come on, the Toon!
It's 1-1. 9.5 minutes of normal time left. Come on, boys. And again, we've got 2 men over the ball, Gordon and Trippier. Let's just get it in the box, man.
Well, Kieran Trippier with an outswinger, straight onto the head of Dan Burn, 2-1 Newcastle. Everyone's a winner.
To be fair, Trippier's deliveries have been fabulous since he's come on the pitch.
Mm.
And it comes. It is Trippier's corner. And Willock was underneath it, headed away, only as far as Isak. A tame header from him, though, but it's cleared only as far as Anthony Gordon, who will look to put this back into the penalty area. Gordon's ball in. Chance! Header! What a save that is! Holy cow!
That is a great save.
Burn got the head on it, and what a save from Neto. There's no more Dan Burn could have done there. He was being shoved in the back as well.
I think it's off his shoulder again.
It is off his shoulder. What a one-handed save that is by Neto. And it remains 1-1, but we have another corner. This has come to life, Billy.
In swinger this time, near post flick on.
And it comes now from Trippier. In swinger, right under the goalkeeper, headed away again. That's going to be another corner to Newcastle. Bournemouth now with 6s and 7s at the back, defending for their lives as we were literally 5 minutes ago. Totally come to life here. 1-1 at the Vitality inside the last 8 minutes now of normal time. Trippier's corner again. And it's headed away again. Trippier will let that run, and it's another corner to Newcastle. Come on, let's make this count. You get a certain amount of corners, Billy. One's got to go in. No spoilers in the chat, please, or you'll be thrown out. Corner comes in again. Gordon goes in. Bruno tries an overhead kick, doesn't get it right, and it's a goal kick to Bournemouth.
Yeah.
I thought he'd gone in. He had to run naked down the street there.
Yeah, Gordon's come into the game, hasn't he? A lot more.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he doesn't look tired. He looks full of running, and he looks like he's got that right back or left back on wings, on wings, on toast.
On wings. He's been on the Red Bull. Burn in there again for Newcastle. Long high ball. Joe Linton wins it this time. Suddenly Newcastle winning the 50-50s. Not great ball by Bruno there. But I think both teams sense they can go on and win this game, Billy.
Yeah, but look at Lewis Hall. He's not backing off. That's the way to defend Semenya.
Yeah, just cut the road off for him, basically. So
yeah.
He can get, stand up to him, and he can't get the pace on you then. But here come Bournemouth on the left-hand side now. In it comes into the penalty area, very deep again. And good defending that by Lewis Hall. Very good defending by Lewis Hall, keeping Semenya away from that.
Well, I think the one thing we can take from this so far is Eddie Howe's made a massive rip not playing Lewis Hall from the start.
Yeah, I agree. That's great defending, Billy, because Semenya got in front of him, but he managed to use his strength to get him out the way and clear that ball.
I really don't know what Nick Pope was doing there.
Well, he was in no man's land again for that, wasn't he?
Mm.
But it is definitely on a knife edge, this game, as Lesnide says there. It's definitely on a nice, a melting iceberg, if you like. It's incredible stuff. It always is with Newcastle United, a roller coaster ride. In comes the corner, in swinger, again towards the back post. Nick Pope collects this time. That's better than Mr. Pope. And he's looking to get the ball away quickly. He's got Willock out there, but he hangs on and lets Newcastle reset. Probably the right thing to do there. Burn now for Newcastle. Long left-footed ball into Isak. Bounces off Isak, though, into the air. And good strength by Alex Scott to hold Bruno off. And Bournemouth coming in again, a chance here. But who is there? Great defending from Lewis Hall again. And he's pressured, but he's got to throw in for Newcastle United. Sinistera all over him there. And Bournemouth are going to make another 2 changes. Tavernier is the first one to come off. I think Billy, the managers realised that there's tired legs out there for Bournemouth now, and they need to try and shut down Newcastle in these last, what is now 5 minutes to go in the game.
Well, we've still got a change to make as well, so can we make a change? I don't know. Can we get someone else on? Asula maybe? I don't know.
I don't know, mate. I don't know. But Jebison and Smith are now on the pitch.
Jebson.
There probably will be quite a bit of injury time. We've had a goal, lots of subs. Bruno now all the way back to Nick Pope. Pope collects it and lays it off to Trippier now. Trippier, a lot of space to bring the ball forward. Nino, thank you very much for your super chat. Is there the 3 points support from the States? We cannot settle for the draw. Well, we're not settling for the draw. Instantly gives us confidence to play like this. Here's Gordon to the byline. Clips a beautiful ball in. It's headed away. The referee slightly getting in the way of Bruno there. The ball bouncing around. And Scott takes it away for Bournemouth.
He looks a player, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a good player, Alex Scott. He really is. Caught late there by Anthony Gordon. Free kick to Bournemouth. Certainly come into the second half, Anthony Gordon. Well, more so when he's gone onto the right-hand side. He's looked so much better on the right-hand side than what he did on the left.
100%, 100%.
Long ball again from Bournemouth. Kraft underneath that. Trippy is there, but Nick Pope off his line like a bullet from a gun.
Good goalkeeping, yeah. Good goalkeeping, that.
Billy, there's nothing wrong with him coming and claiming the ball or making saves. No. It's his kicking.
Yeah. And he's throwing, to be honest.
Burns held on to that a bit too long there, but he complains that there was nobody offering for the ball. And it's gone out for a throw-in, which Lewis Hall will take. Nino sent another one in. Thank you for another super chat. There should be no reason why Trips doesn't start on one of those back positions and then Lewis Hall can come in for Longstaff. Yeah, I prefer Lewis Hall at left back. Long ball looking for Isak. He's going to keep this in. Isak, wonderful skill and taken out. That's got to be a yellow card, referee. It's a sinister challenge. And it is indeed. Only the second yellow card of the game, Billy, incredibly.
Well, it hasn't been that kind of game, has it? I mean, the first half they tried it when they're trying to stop our passing out through the middle, but I mean, since they've run out of steam, they haven't been able to do it.
Yeah, good point. Senesi in the book and a free kick in a very good position for Newcastle to get a ball across here. Senesi is in the book, and it is going to be Trippier to take the free kick for Newcastle. Plenty in there for the Toon. Byrne, Barnes, Willock, Isak, Bruno, Joe Linton, all in the penalty area. Gordon and Kraft just outside the area. Can we find a Newcastle head on this and put us in front in the dying embers of the game? It is going to be Trippier. In it comes. It's very, very deep for Dan Byrne. He's kept it in, though, and it's bouncing around in the penalty box. And Lewis Hall comes and gets it. Plays a lovely ball to Harvey Barnes. Barnes into the box, now to the byline. Barnes clips it across. Neto takes it brilliantly.
Burn took down Neto as well.
And Dan Byrne is booked for a trip on the goalkeeper.
Yeah, quite right as well. But I mean, he's been outstanding for them, hasn't he, Neto, the twat?
He has. He has. Without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, that ball in there from Barnes, I was just expecting somebody just to nod it in. And unfortunately, Neto, who has been outstanding today for Bournemouth, no question. We're going to see Miggy Almiron for Anthony Gordon.
Well, he was starting to look a bit blowing out of his arse a little bit last minute or two. Can Miggy come on and be the hero?
I doubt it.
You never know.
Well,
Miggy, what's he going to piss him do? I'm trying it.
Yeah, we're trying, guys. Yeah, normally when we criticise a player, they come on and do magnificent. Chelsea 6-2 ahead now at Wolves. João Felix.
I did say Wolves will struggle.
Yeah, did you, Billy?
Well, I did in my predictions.
I think when they equalised earlier on today, I don't think those were the words that came out your mouth.
No, I changed my mind for about 30 seconds, to be fair.
Yes, of course you did. Of course you did. Anyway, players back underway. We're in the final minute of normal time, but I do think there'll be quite a substantial, possibly 5-6 minutes, Billy.
Yeah, I reckon so. Yes, I think so, yeah.
Well, Billy, you sounded Japanese there. Yeah, I think so.
I really think so.
Here comes Willock. Joe Willock. And, he's done well there. He's gone back to Bruno. Bruno now. Trippier's made a great run on the right-hand side, and Bruno sails it over to Trippier. Lays it first time for Joe Linton. Bruno back in support again. He's been magnificent second half as Bruno. He's going for the shot! What a save from Neto again, you bastard! You absolute bastard! Why'd you have to play so well? What a shot by Bruno. Postage stamp, and he just palms it over the bar.
It's top corner, isn't it? It's a terrific effort, that.
4 minutes of additional time, guys, which we're now into. 4 minutes. I mean, bloody Neto. Honestly. Sensational save. Chipper St. Paul going full Sean Bean. Absolutely. In comes the corner, headed away again. Bounces around. Isak can't get a hold of it. Miggy. Miggy plays it wide for Trippier. Trippier just bounced over him, but he's done well. He's got the chance to head to the byline. Trippier still onto his right foot. Floats across in. It's too deep for everybody, but it's headed away. Miggy heads it back into Joe Linton. Joe Linton bounced over. No, it's clutching, Billy. Stop clutching. Now Trippier again. There's men at the far post. Trippier sees Burn there. Launched into the box. Both players miss it. Both players go down. Get up, you soft, fanny, bloody Senesi, man.
Trying to get him sent off, isn't he?
Yeah. And Bournemouth now with Semenyo. Gets away from Dan Burn.
Burn can't foul him either.
Semenyo heading towards the goal for Bournemouth. He's got a chance here. They're in the box. Shot comes in and it's punched over the bar from Nick Pope, and it's a corner to Bournemouth.
It's a great game of football at the minute, isn't it? It's
brilliant. I mean, that was a hell of a hit. And Nick Pope just said, I'm just sticking my fists in front of this.
Sinistera.
Coming up to 2 minutes of additional time remaining. 1-1 at the Vitality. 4,500 watching, Billy, across both platforms.
Unbelievable.
I may look a bit blurry on YouTube. My internet's dying a little bit. I'm sorry. But you can still hear me. And it's going to be Cook to take the corner for Bournemouth.
Come on, lad, defend this.
Inside the last 2 minutes of additional time. In it comes. Header! Goal! And they've won the game! Would you sudden believe it?
Jammy fuckers.
It's a bullet header into the corner. And Bournemouth retake the lead inside the last 2 minutes of additional time. Shave my ass with a rusty razor. It's 2-1 to Bournemouth.
Who's that twat that scored? Fucking Wutar. Piss off.
It's on the whatever his name is. And he kisses the ground. That is a big sucker punch, Billy. Huge sucker punch.
Oh,
he's got to put Dan Burn. Yeah,
Dan Burn again.
Well, Burn and Joe Linton really both jumping for the ball like fairies there. Well, is that not a handball?
I think he's handballed.
Did that not come off his arm, Billy?
He's handballed in.
That's come off his forearm, surely.
I think he has. I think you're right. Let's look from the other side, please.
Well, are VAR looking at this? I believe they are.
They are.
That's a handball.
Yeah, it's off his arm.
It's close, isn't it? It's very close. Does it hit Dan Burn or does it hit his arm?
He's handballed it in, man.
No. It's close, Billy. It's very close. I can't tell if that's Burns' arm or his.
No, it's
very close.
His hand's on top of Burns. It can't be Burns.
Look, just underneath Burns.
It's his arm on top of Burns. It can't be Burns. My worry is if it's too high on the arm.
This is very, very intense.
Let's have a look.
He's disallowed it. He's disallowed it.
He's going to have a look. No, he's looking at the cameras.
Is he?
Yeah.
The Bournemouth manager's going absolutely potty here. He's going to go to the screen. I think he just wants to have a conversation about this. It wasn't his shoulder. Well, see, I can't tell, but this is so close.
Well, the referee's Tom's going to have a look. The VAR Tom's going to have a look, which tells me he's going to overturn it. Because the VAR told to kind of stay out of it.
I think he's disallowed it, Billy. I think they disallowed the goal.
For handball?
Yeah.
What's he pointing to the screen then? What's he going like that? I mean, he's definitely come off his arm. It's whether it's too high or not.
Ooh,
yeah, it's definitely come off his arm. It's definitely come off his arm, no doubt about it.
Well, the goal is disallowed. Oh, dear me.
Come on, let's have a winner now to really piss him off.
I mean, to be honest, Billy, if I was a Bournemouth fan, I'd be pissed, to be honest. I've got to be honest. I have to be honest. And especially, I mean, we coming forward now with Willock. Can this go the other way? Willock plays it wide for Barnes. Barnes heads towards the penalty out, clips a right-footed ball in, and Neto's there again. And then Neto is completely wiped out by Joe Linton, and he is booked.
Quite rightly as well.
Wow. I mean, dear God. Oh, Joe Linton could be in trouble here, Billy. That's literally a clothesline around his neck.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, he could be in trouble. If VAR have a look at this, that could be violent conduct that easily. He's got away with it. Yellow card.
Had he have headbutted him, he might.
Yeah. George T, thank you for your super chat. I love VAR. Well, I don't think Bournemouth do with this entitled in this. I mean, I think the manager's going to be in trouble here because David Coote is heading across to the manager.
I think he's already been booked as well, but
yeah.
Oh, fucking Jason
yeah, it's a red card for the Bournemouth manager. He's gone too much. And I believe that's the right decision, the way he was acting there on the touchline. Or is it him or his coach? I don't know. It might be his coach, Billy.
Yeah, it might be. Fucking Sevi Ballesteros on the side.
He does look like Sevi, doesn't he? I think he has been sent off. Yes, he has. No, he hasn't. He's gone sat in the duck. Who the fuck's been sent off, Billy?
Take Neto. Send Neto off.
Oh, it's one of his coaches.
Oh, it's him. Yeah, it's twat with a beard.
I mean, this is crazy. Sure. This is absolute crazy. I've got
Yeah.
Oh, the ball is pinging around somehow. Semenya hits a shot, blocked by Lewis Hall. Newcastle now try and break.
Oh, Joe again with his shit touch. Well played.
No, Willock's touch is too heavy. Bournemouth have the ball back again.
Tackle.
Whistle blows, free kick to Bournemouth. I haven't a clue what's going on here. There's absolute pandemonium at this stadium right now. And it's another free kick to Bournemouth in the dying embers of this game.
Yeah, with 3 minutes in 4 of added time. I don't get this.
Well, there was a bit of a break for the...
Not 3 minutes of it, though, Paul.
Well, I agree. Mate, listen, it's a big opportunity. This is probably the last opportunity of the match for Bournemouth to try and win it again. I mean, that is a big decision to make. But I did, as soon as I saw the replay, I thought, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Floated into the box, headed away by Joe Linton. Anywhere will do for Newcastle United right now.
Whistle.
And there is the final whistle. It is finished 1-1 at the Vitality Stadium. Newcastle respond to an absolutely dreadful first half to making some changes and looking like a different team. We've got away with it a little bit, maybe you could say, with the goal that never was for Bournemouth at the end. However, it's very different for us to say that VAR actually did us a favour there, Bill.
Well, he shouldn't have fucking punched it in, should he? If he hadn't punched it in, then it would have been disallowed. If it headed it in, it's towards Bournemouth. So they're both off at the ref now, but I mean, just get on with it. You've drew one each. You're looking to draw one each. Second half performance, I thought we deserved to win that. Well,
the thing is, Billy, they're having to go at the referee, and it's not really the referee's fault because he's been notified by VAR. VAR then told him it's a handball. What's the referee supposed to do?
Exactly. If he could have handball the ball in. I mean, it could have been. To me, it was a bit high for it to be a handball, if I'm perfectly honest.
Yeah.
So what? I don't give a shit.
But having said that, Billy, I mean, we could have scored a couple of goals in that second half. Fantastic saves by Neto.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, of course, Sky will focus on the disallowed goal. Of course they will. Fannies, the lot of them. Well, you know what? They'll focus on that. They won't focus on how good Newcastle were last 25 of the game.
No,
you know what I mean?
I mean, Bournemouth and moaning because it was only one hand. Flipping heck.
Unbelievable. But the fact of the matter is...
Sevi's in the rough in the bunker. He's not happy about it, is he? Anyway, I thought we deserved a point at least.
Yeah, it works out at a point. I think... Given how badly we were first half, we could have been further goals down. We could have been all over the place, but we didn't. We hung in there, and we eventually, to be honest, deserved a point, at least a point. The second half was much, much better. But what we do have to say, Billy, it was much, much better because of the substitutions.
Yeah, well, I think he made a tactical error with his first selection, his team selection in the first place. Lewis Hall came on, made a massive difference. Kieran Trippier, we'd have all played Livramento, but you've got to give Kieran Trippier credit. He's gone and made a massive difference as well. The subs all contributed. Even Willock and Barnes was absolutely phenomenal when he came on. And I think a few people would be surprised with saying that, but he made a massiff difference. That's what we want to see from Harvey. I think he deserves a start next game.
Indeed. Again, I apologise if I'm a little bit blurry on YouTube. My internet's struggling, although it's getting a little bit better now. The signal's gone back up again. So as soon as I say that, it gets better. Chippers, thank you for your super chat. Eddie got the start 11 wrong, and it was a handball. Simple as. I mean, how would you, as a Newcastle fan, Bill, if that goal was disallowed at the other end, would you be pissed?
Well, for me, it was too high on the arm. I mean, I think they say it's shirt sleeve. It hits him on the bicep, hasn't it? So for me, it's not handball, but I don't care. How many times have we been done through dodgy
that's the point. We've been done many, many, many times for very, very similar things. But look, Bournemouth first half outplayed us. Apart from the first 15 minutes, we looked up for it. Then things went to pot. To be fair, Eddie made some changes on 55, which he normally doesn't do. From those two substitutions onwards, I think we took control of the game.
Yep.
We were definitely the better side. We deserved our equalizer. Great work by Harvey Barnes down the left. Beautiful cross stuck in the net from Anthony Gordon. And then we could have gone on and win it. Neto made two amazing saves in that second half to deny Bruno and to deny Dan Burn. It could have been a very different story. They then go up the other end in the last minute, score a goal, which is disallowed. It had everything that last 20 minutes.
It was a really good game of football, wasn't it? It was exciting. There was some good football on show. I mean, Bournemouth are a good side. A lot of teams will go there and come away with something this year. It's a hard place to go and get a point. We've got a point. I always say that a point away from home is a good point. We didn't get one there last year. We were a point better off, aren't we?
But the thing is, and I think diminishing return makes a good point. When Longstaff came off, Bruno went more forward.
Yep.
And when he went more forward, we looked such a different team.
Yeah. Well, we were pushing for the game, so I guess he had to go forward.
Well,
whether Longstaff won or not. Joe Linton looked better as well, though, to be fair, once Longstaff went off. This will all be academic on Wednesday because Mr. Tonali's back. Then we have
he is. Will he start the game? I don't know. The way Eddie goes on, I don't know. Dylan, thank you for your super chat. Joe Linton lucky to be on. Utterly stupid foul, to be honest. I agree. I know, Billy, but the way referees are these days, you go and put your arm around a goalkeeper like that and yank him to the floor. You're risking violent conduct.
I don't think he meant to clothesline him. I think he was just trying to stop him from getting the ball away quickly, like Dan Burn did the minute before. However, he did it with his feet. I don't think there's any malice in it. He's just trying to stop him from playing.
So what would you do then on Wednesday, Billy? I mean, I know we'll tomorrow night will be the match review, and then we'll obviously have a preview on Tuesday night as well. But just briefly, what would you be looking to do on Wednesday? Because these are the cup competitions that we should be looking at winning, and I don't want to see him make real wholesale changes and disrupt anything.
No, I think I want Trippier to start. I think he deserves a start after that performance. I think Barnes deserves a start. I'd like to see Gordon down the right. And very much how he finished the game, except with maybe Tonali in for Willock or Joe Linton. Give Joe Linton a rest. Maybe he needs a rest more than Joe Willock does. So there are changes to be made, but not many. Potentially play Lloyd Kelly at centre half and give Burn a rest. And play Hall at left back. Lots of time, lots of things he can do.
Because remember, Eddie doesn't have to sort of look and say, right, we've got European games as well. We've got this, we've got that. Yes, we've got another game, but it's not till Sunday. So we can do it. We can play a strong side. Ray Fagan, thank you for your super sticker. Very kind, my friend. And Southern Geordie, thank you for your super chat. I never want to see Burn, Kraft and Kelly on the pitch at the same time ever again. Delighted with a point after all that. Howe got the start 11 wrong. I believe he did. I'm not going to deny that. I think he did get the first 11 wrong. However, you've got to give him credit because he made the right changes. He saw in the second half things weren't good, and we obviously not privy to we're not privy to seeing what goes on in the dressing room, but things will have been said. Jimmy says, has Trips proved you wrong, guys? What a difference he made. Well, we know he's a good player, but it's whether he can consistently play at his age now. And, that is what's in doubt for me. But yeah, he's still a quality footballer.
If Kieran Trippier was happy with satisfactory with rotational, then I'll keep him. But I don't think he is. I think he wants to be a guaranteed starter, and I'm not sure that.
I mean, there's lots of different things going on with Trippier that, on the field, he's not happy with the captaincy decision, if you believe the media. Obviously, he's not a definite starter. You've got then what's going on behind the scenes. So all will be, well, all has to be sorted out by Friday, 11 o'clock on Friday. And we'll keep you up to date with it all the way through. Of course, we start at 11 o'clock on Friday morning, all the way through to probably 11:15 on the night time. It's a charity day. We're looking to raise over £5,000 for charity. We've got 4 charities we're raising money for. I will reveal all that tomorrow night in the match review. So don't miss that. And then, of course, we look for your help on deadline day when we do our marathon 12 and a half hours or whatever it is stream to hit over £5,000 in donations. And hopefully we will. Nino, thank you very much for another super chat. My broadcast in the States showed a still shot, definitely hand. You were broadcast show a slow motion. Lewis Hall in instead of Longstaff. I wouldn't play Hall there. I think he's a left back. Just keep him at left back for now. James Morrison, thank you for your super chat. Hall in the England team by the end of the season. We have predicted that. Keith, thank you for another super chat. Even though we were better second half, I feel for Bournemouth, they were better all game. Really, we deserved the draw. They deserved the win. We have to get better.
Both things can't be true at the same time, surely.
Well, I understand it in a way. But you know what? It was a great game. Certainly, the last half an hour was end-to-end stuff. It was absolutely outrageous at times. But that's what following Newcastle United is all about, guys. It's all about the ups, the downs, the roller coaster ride when we play these games, and that's certainly what it was today. No doubt about it. But that's it for Matchday Live. As I say, we'll be back tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Don't miss it. It's the match review. And as usual, the honesty is right there. Heart on your sleeve stuff from the Toon review. We'll take a deep dive into the game itself, and then we'll obviously do the play ratings as well. See if you agree with us on that. But we are going for a rest, and we will see you. Obviously, there might be a news show tomorrow as well, depending if anything breaks. But if not, we'll see you tomorrow anyway. Thank you for all your super chats and your memberships. Thank you, mods. Very, very busy day again. Much appreciated. But thank you to you guys. You've been fantastic again. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you and welcome to all our new subscribers as well. We really, really do appreciate that. We are on the way up without a shadow of a doubt, heading towards 32,000 subscribers. So thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, guys, and we'll see you all again tomorrow. But in the meantime, good night.
Get yourself over to Evermore NUFC as well for their match review.
Absolutely. Yep.
See you later, guys.
How are the lads and lasses?
Indeedy.
Come back and check out some green.